Oh,
Let's get this terrible party started.
right.
Oh no, I need.
Yeah.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. It's rough.
Holy shit!
Have story from Steph got air boiler.
It was a transport shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
Luna.
Right.
Partner. Good so far.
Mm.
I don't know about that.
They're acquainted.
They have appeared more than once.
Recurring characters, I believe they're called.
Right.
There, they both that the deputy director of
Hmm.
Where nothing's not consistent.
Burn it all.
for Sabara. We're sorry. Individual
Bastard.
Did it cure the disease though?
uh,
Made them
Maybe
a
fungus.
made them
Right,
So
right.
there you go. It's technically a cure.
it is. It, everything. So
Life is the disease.
after dealing for all quests, food lower level, slaughter all of them.
Protected ourselves. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. We rescued a guy.
We did?
Some poor
Oh,
orderly.
man.
Confluence? Was that whole thing?
Ah. Bits. Name.
Most of us.
Yeah.
Alarmingly, one of you here. One of
One of us is a flex.
Yeah, but we at least knew that from the onset.
I don't know if we ever actually did this, Jack, but did you do your medicine invasive check on Ava? I don't think you actually technically did. I think we just talked about it.
I thought we
Like,
did.
probably
It,
opened with
came up. It came up as
I've done
one
it before.
I thought you like failed wildly, and that's why we all tittered
No,
like
no,
little
no.
girls about it.
I did
But, like-
not finish the episode in my recap, so I don't know.
I'm
You don't, like,
99%
need to
sure
be a
you
Grey
did
to,
not
like,
actually
still
do
be
it.
A spy for the Greys?
But why would I do that? Look at everything we've done. I've done.
That's exactly
Like,
what a Grey
exactly.
would do.
I don't think a Grey would help someone and cry over their friend getting blown up. Also,
If they're pretending to not be a Grey, they would.
It's like the deepest cover.
Yeah, I mean, they make clones to replace other people. I think they're willing to take on other personas.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but that
what
mean
if
that-
you're like a clone too, but you're just like not in this set of documents and like watching over us?
Yeah, you're like the head clone from the previous batch.
The only one that survived.
well, why don't you, for starters, check me out. I really don't like it, but please do it. I don't want to be thought of as a Grey.
Just the tip.
Pretty please.
I feel like this violates a Hippocratic oath, but all right.
I mean, I feel like Peaches has smelled her 1,000 times and never smelled Grey. So, but I mean, she could have just been programmed to ignore it.
I
Yeah.
also feel like olfactory senses are not that hard to trick. If
That's what I'm
anybody actually
saying,
cares
like-
to.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, like it's not
But
necessarily a trustworthy.
Taking 20 medicine check on a crap load of invasive nanites should probably tell something.
Can I take 20 on a medicine check? I feel like that would kill you.
I mean,
Yeah.
It would like solve the problem.
I mean,
I prefer not that answer, but
All right. I mean, it's Alex call whether or not I can take 20.
Um,
I will do the normal check and see how that works out.
let Ava do the check.
yeah, let
Believe
Ava
her.
do the check on herself. We'll all believe that.
What?
I'm just
What Rick's doing
reading
check.
back
He
over
can
my
still do the
abilities
check.
to see
You just can't take 20.
what else is affecting this shit.
I don't know. Rick's is pretty fit. I think he could handle 20.
All
I
right.
did just notice that at one point I had Desna written down on my character sheet as my deity, and that's just plain wrong.
And somewhere a left turn was taken. It's just wrong.
Oh, I didn't even know. So 36.
So, the strap. Flood the room.
In complete silence.
To fourth inning. As best you can
Appears to be.
Appears to be.
Did we know that? Did we know she was a sylph? Or
Yeah.
did we think she was human? Does she say it or does Jim say it? See, it's different.
That's very accurate.
know.
I'm certain she would have identified herself as a sylph by this point.
Isn't your whole thing that you're basically human?
I remember that.
She is basically human, but he also had no problem admitting what she actually is.
So you would admit you're a gray.
So
If
you're
I was
saying
one,
you're
sure.
a gray.
Sounds exactly like what a gray would say.
You're not saying that you're not a gray.
I'm not a gray.
Is that Jim or Ava?
Both. We're talking. You know that she is my alter ego at this point. I am her. She is me.
So then someone is impersonating her, and it's you, and you're the gray. Okay.
Calming. We were on video. You could see my head split open.
Give him the scanners. All right. So then Rix will just leave with her like strapped to the table and walk out to what I assume is the rest of the waiting party.
Yeah.
I didn't get any indications that she's anything other than what she has portrayed herself to be. But I'm also not sure to what extent a gray could mimic something else's biology. So I'm not willing to say it's conclusive.
Also, just because she ain't a gray, which I'm not convinced she ain't, she could still be a clone and she could still be working for him.
Yeah, it also definitely doesn't mean that she's trustworthy in and of itself.
I don't know what we should do with her.
Well, like she likes to charge into all the combat, so we can just like let her go and see what happens.
It seems like a pretty selfish response, but also not entirely incorrect.
I mean, are you suggesting that we just put her up front as bait each time and then if she dies, she dies?
I mean, she seems to like it, so like, why not?
Yeah. I mean, but what happens when she turns side?
Like when
What-
Pansy did.
Exactly.
What happened to Pansy?
We like took care of that, so
Yeah, but the more she learns and the stronger she gets, the harder it's going to be.
I think for now we keep her locked up until we arrive at our destination.
I mean, where are we going?
That's a great question.
So we have Key with us. Are we supposed to take him somewhere? Like we rescued him from that facility, but what are we supposed to do with him?
Um,
Okay, so we definitely can't leave until he's picked up. And then what about Borson and Infecta? Have we contacted them? Okay. Maybe we ought to. I mean, I don't know if we can trust them, but maybe we ought to call them up and see what they think. And I don't really know what our next plan of attack is. I just know I'm ready to kick some gray ass.
I don't know about trying to communicate with them. They're really the only constant I can remember since, other than the Greys, really.
Well, I remember Kuvina had mentioned wanting to just carry out the Grey's plan.
I mean, like being headmistress of like this pretty sweet dance studio sounds like a great life.
Okay, but being a cult leader, don't. I don't want to go be a cult leader.
Like that sounds pretty great. Not gonna lie.
I mean, does this cult even believe in science?
What the fuck?
Yeah, just because you don't like what they believe doesn't mean it's a cult.
Yeah.
I mean, sound a little cult-like to me, but whatever.
I mean, like I think we should like go kill all the Greys and then still like go replace these people.
Well, if we kill the Greys, then we can all make our own determinations about what to do with our others.
I mean, I don't really want to kill this person and take over their life. I don't know if I'm wondering if I might warn this person.
What if this person's really looking to retire, and you're offering a fantastic option?
Well, I mean, who can say? I guess I'll have to have that conversation someday.
Yeah. Just imagine how much work they can get done with two of themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's totally what would happen. Are you Pansy?
Pansy would already be on his way to murder the arms dealer.
Because that's felt like a Pansy answer. Imagine how efficient you could be.
Flex gets nothing out of this whole situation. There's not another one out there. Flex is just letting his new bird friend suckle.
Gross.
Super
I
gross.
didn't know.
eating you one by one.
Yeah, suckling.
Suckling?
He's
That's not what that word
Can
means.
we stop saying the word suckling, maybe?
No.
the bird friend needs all the milk from the TT, so he gets big and strong.
God, it's worse.
Yeah, I
No.
got weird. It went from gross to weird.
What? It's all about that biddy.
Okay, so I guess we all agree that the Greys need to be taken out. I guess that should be where our focus is. I just don't know what the next step would be.
Our hate is our unifying factor.
So I don't know where we should go to do that. Without Borson and Effecta, we don't really know how to get another lead, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. But Cornelia seems to think we can't trust.
I mean, yeah, I don't disagree. Perhaps we don't tell them everything.
How could we test if they're Greys? We can't even tell if Ava's a Grey. The question is if we can trust anyone outside of who's right here, right now.
Flex introduced by Vorson.
Yep.
Just gonna throw that out there.
You're strapped to a table in the other room, actually.
I am your subconscious reminding you of things.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, why would they write a bunch of false files about us?
Why would they replace people
Don't
with
even
bugs?
fucking say it. I can see that stupid look on your face.
Hmm. How would one determine if they're a clone?
Find the other one and compare your DNA, although arguably I don't know that would give you what you need.
I mean, you're assuming these other beings even operate on DNA.
Yeah.
There was like that gnome that thought that I was like married to her.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just been a buffoon.
But it sounded like, back to the gnome, it sounded like they didn't know where their spouse was, which is kind of weird if you're supposed to replace them.
Yeah, you missed your chance.
So I know we searched our alter egos. Were we able to like actually locate them as still being in place?
Mhm.
Imagine. No dress. But I think probably
Hmm.
all the
So that would be good. We could check and see if this guy's actually a reptoid. Would that do us any good?
It might confirm that the backstory is correct, or that
Yeah,
this paper is correct.
right.
And like the world would be a better galaxy would be like a better place with like less reptoids. So like
Yeah.
That's true.
Less reptoids, but more grays.
Well, we're not adding another gray. We're just taking away a reptoid.
Yeah, okay, technically correct.
If we take out this reptoid, it might piss off the grays or change their timeline a little bit.
Oh, so yeah, so that's one thing. We know that they have plans to replace these people. So if we were to very publicly kill this reptoid, who, if he's a reptoid, deserves to die, as we've established, then that would definitely throw a wrench in all those plans.
Yeah. And then they might come to us. We'd be ready for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then they would know that we're attempting to sabotage what they're up to, and they'd have to cut us off preemptively before we can ruin more of their plans. And so then, yeah, then they would have to come after us. That's
They'd
true.
show themselves. Yeah.
Haha, this is an excellent idea.
Yeah, I ain't hit the sauce today, so I'm a little clear-minded.
She's just holding the vodka.
It
Hasn't kicked in yet.
feels like that was 2 months ago.
Oh.
So all we have to do is track down Aram Zay and kill him.
I mean, we do a little recon, then we figure out the best way to do it so that we get the Grey's attention. We confirm he's a reptoid, as suspected, and then we kill him.
We take him to the top of the Space Empire Tower. By building. Throw his ass off of it.
I live stream. All right, well, let's figure out where he is.
To the Google.
Space school.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
if you want a computer's check, Beaches will make it.
Manpower.
That was
Excuse me, check what kind of check that is. I fell on my face.
I don't think you can fall on your face if your minimum acrobatics is a 17.
That's actually also a 20. Yeah.
all right.
You pick your thumb and then repair it with nanobots immediately.
But everybody saw.
Nobody saw that.
All right, no, here I'll make the check.
Disguise?
Yeah.
Round 3.
Well,
I'm figuring out this other guy's life who's pretending to be me. Hence why I made a disguise check. Ooh.
Looks amazing, dude.
Yeah,
He
you
looks
did a
like
good
he
job.
could fuck your shit up with those claws, though.
I know, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Grava.
Dealt with. Grave.
Wow.
She's been sitting on that for a long
Oh,
time.
With the drop.
There's some fuckery about.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah, I was making a check. Hold on. I got it.
I don't believe you. What the fuck? Rick's been taking a couple sips off of Peach's vodka.
So, Rick. Hold on.
What process?
Process.
Oh, okay. What's the directorate? Okay, so he's like the leader of that.
Dang, so he's like the president. Okay. He's on the
More like
UN
yeah,
Security
right.
Council.
Does he have a habit of being paranoid? Or is that Rick specific? Because, you know.
Is he Nixon?
Does he have any QAnon stories that he spreads?
Ouch. Just because Rick's is paranoid doesn't mean he's a fucking crackpot, all right?
Well, that doesn't mean the person he's going to replace isn't.
Yeah, all right.
They were trying to foster behavior in you, and they just accidentally dialed it up too much.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure because, like, I wonder, and I don't want to get into like the meta aspects because I feel like it's all post hoc, but like, I wonder what the thinking is in giving us seemingly, like, why wouldn't they just give us this person's memories? Why do we get a different person's memories to then supplant this other party?
I asked that exact same question before we started the stream.
It's to be more pliable.
That's what answer I got.
You remove the difficult person and put in someone that's more likely to be predictable. So
that doesn't seem true because none of the personalities that they, prepped or whatever seem particularly predictable.
And like,
or it's
so
that system of discontent.
Mm-hmm.
They gave us such specific memories, and then they were going to have to tell us at some point, otherwise we couldn't take over this person's life. We were going to have to find out eventually.
Well, again, if it's like a total recall thing, then but like they can't be completely resetting you because it was framed as if like these roles are supposed to prep us for that role in some way. It's
Which
not,
means they can't
connected. It's not like a sleeper agent.
Unless they're just trying to see your potential, in which case they can wipe you and know that you'll reach whatever they want you to do.
Maybe.
Didn't we learn that there's been multiple versions of all the current clones? So maybe this is just another trial run.
And so, like, are there like gray script writers that come up with these backgrounds, or are they stealing actual backgrounds from other people?
I don't know.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Feels appropriate.
Because it's like they gave me really specific memories of a family that doesn't exist, knowing that I was going to find out it didn't exist. And then, like, they thought that a person was just going to be okay with that.
Right.
Well, it could be a way to have gotten you to be the holy figure and then totally destroyed you. So the holy figure all of a sudden becomes a lecher.
I guess.
A lecher?
Yeah. Oh, Lech is horny. I'm sorry. I haven't had
flip.
I either haven't had or haven't reached a point where I've had enough cocktails for my brain to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called quarantine.
Yeah. I haven't had enough fruits and vegetables in my diet, so I got some fresh squeezed orange juice to make screwdrivers.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm using one to help the other. Ooh, that's a good idea. Quarantinis.
But I do feel like this AP is the most like a TV show. Like Westworld.
Yeah.
Or even Lost or something. But yeah, I don't know. These are just questions I have. I don't expect to get any answers.
Yeah, I had the same question. Anyway, where were we? We found out where this person was. You were describing him.
Videos of Aram.
We're gonna accidentally go kill a bunch of people.
Well, not on accident.
Ooh, are we just straight murderers now?
Is this guy related to Aram Zay? Does he spell his name differently? Yeah. Yeah.
Probably is just Aramzay though.
All right. So
we've located him. But like we've seen a video from like recently that shows him there.
I mean, he works there. Man, it's always election season.
And what about like his family or close coworkers? Like, is there somebody that? always around him? Does he have a bodyguard? What's with the 8s? It's 2 8s in a row. Oh no, just kidding. It hadn't loaded yet. So 12. Well, 36 total, but I rolled it.
What do you want?
Do we notice changes over time that would suggest he might be a reptoid? Okay. Like in favor of or against? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can he hate shrimps?
Betty.
Betty also has a southern accent. Well, then
I ain't gonna do that.
Okay, a secure transmission.
Yeah, I reckon.
Translation.
From who?
Oh.
Is it just to me, or is it? Okay.
Imagine.
Oh,
So far,
yeah, but she doesn't necessarily have to tell everybody when she talks, right? So I was confused as to whether it was just me or every. Captain,
She's
we got a secure message over here from Vorson. Shall
fuck.
we take a listen?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Betty, play the message.
I'm fixing to. Oh, I didn't want to connect with him. I just wanted to listen to the message.
I don't want a video chat.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, send that shit to voicemail.
Yeah. We can't come to the phone right now, Betty. Ask him to leave a message.
He's not the kind of person to leave a message.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of person who would never even use a phone.
Right? Yeah. Like.
It took him 7 months before he felt comfortable to make a phone call, and you just hit the
He
F
writes a
button.
letter and.
yeah. How dare you?
So you'll do that accent, but not a southern.
How dare you leave me on
Not
red?
agency.
Did he leave a message?
Is he still on the line, Betty? Okay. Play that message.
I don't know. I think we need to hear it all.
I think Betty's the best thing we've ever got.
I'm just imagining that the message goes, "Hi, bye."
It's Morrison. Bye.
Call me.
So she throws it. Force it over there. As if said, hello again. Sorry, you must be busy. Hopefully, I just wanted to mission. Remind me here.
He is so needy.
Right? New phone who this.
Rex rolls his eyes.
Is that a threat? I'm sorry. Is that a threat? Yeah, but do you think she's threatening us with that?
Oh my god, you're just screaming at the computer screen.
Don't go in there.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Hey, I'm getting a work phone call. BRB.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bathroom break then.
It's okay. Hmm. Oh, that is so tasty.
By the way, completely out of character. I'm just here laughing that there has been officially now one conversation without Ava, and you guys already plan to murder someone. In complete cold blood.
You are so not wrong. Well,
I sent Alec a message over Discord
that totally
like
happened.
one conversation without Ava. Murder.
Straight to murder.
Not
What's
you
the
know,
solution?
Not maybe try and uncover him publicly or something like no murder.
No, you should be murdered.
I think that would have been the plan even if Ava was there. But Ava would have made everyone felt bad about it for about 12 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to kill him, Ava. No, don't kill him. Everyone looks at each other, looks back at Ava. Fine, we won't kill him. Then turns back and winks.
Let's kill him.
Okay, we'll kill you first and then kill him.
No.
Forget being a gray.
Oh.
There you go.
Did Kavita's change?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
I saw that. That's pretty impressive. Oh, there you go.
It's pretty impressive that you use a token website.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't. You're the orange box. They're the yellow triangles. Kill the triangles.
Immersion.
Yeah. Hey, so what's this bird thing called? Mm-hmm.
Anything but fleshy.
Don't let Kevin name it.
We already named it. That's the
Too
thing.
Fleshy bird's pretty great. No, I don't care about the bird.
The name.
The fleshy bird is a great name.
It is.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ew.
it is fairly accurate.
Can you make its token bigger? I can see its picture. It looks like it has feathers. I bet you could find a plucked chicken.
I'm just imagining this tiny plucked chicken that's CR like 12 or whatever. Like that's a pretty scary chicken.
She's
What was
Bobby
the game
Ogden's
we were
chicken.
playing yesterday, the day before? What was the new game we were playing? Wasteland. In Wasteland, you can have animal companions, and currently, I have a fox now, but it was a chicken, and she just like followed us around and attacked people.
That's amazing.
It was very
Although what you
sweet.
should have done is you should have had it cinematically be where people kick the chicken and then the crowd all kills them.
Right.
The character sheet changed from when I opened it last. That's weird. Of course.
Uh,
The new hero of the group. Ah, there it is. Wow, this character is so much better than mine.
I mean, unless you were-
Oh my god.
This bird will fuck shit up.
So what you're saying, Kevin, is you're now playing the bird and Flex is your animal companion?
More or less.
probably
I took the
You
feed.
just gotta hope. You just gotta hope it does what you want it to.
Oh, of course I did. fuck being a good caster anymore. I want to be a bird.
did you
Birdmaster.
just one or more than
I just took the adept one because if I took anything more, this character would be so fucked. Like,
so you
Lord.
probably
we're gonna live that long?
The bird will.
I mean,
Oh, a bunch
legit,
of
this
birds got
bird
this.
is a gangster. I mean, blind sight, thought. Holy fuck.
uh,
I appreciate that because I am not so good with the letters. I mean, the coolest thing here, though, I think, is that I can make the bird fly somewhere and then cast a spell as though through the bird. So, like, that's pretty sweet. I got a much better idea. I just fly into the bird and puppet it from the inside.
Tyler.
Hey, now there you go. The only people that watch this is us as we try to remember what happened. So I think you're okay. This thing can do like damage and shit. God damn. No, better than Flex can do with a weapon. And by a weapon, I mean nothing.
I thought you were gonna say something else, so I'm glad that's what you said.
Yeah, Flex is a grower now, not a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The Talon does 2d12. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Roll them bones. Other modifiers are zeros. Yeah, I still roll like shit, even with a different character. Yeah. Average damage. So when we fight the mindless creatures, I am a bird. All my mind affecting will spells, yeah, I'm totally confident.
Could
I thought the feat said I could use my move to make it move, or my standard to make a standard. So I can just literally my turn becomes the bird.
Well, only one.
yeah,
So either it can move and you don't, or it can do a standard action and you don't.
Well, it still works. because Flex doesn't move much.
Well, you could just like make yourself into like a little saddle and just ride on the bird.
Oh my god!
And then you never need to move.
Go full Joe's apartment.
I don't know what that is.
It's a really, really off. Yeah, it's that horrible '90s cockroach movie from MTV.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
next.
understand how those mechanics work, so I'm fine with it.
Instead of being adjacent, it has to be in.
It gets attacked when it moves into the square.
Well, hopefully, the attack of opportunity isn't a thing in this game.
That's a different game that doesn't have that.
It all blends together at some point. I mean,
We did find out that we were doing my reloads incorrectly and that I do not actually have to reload as much as I thought.
Well,
Because
that's
it's
good.
like per round or per minutes or something like that. What was it?
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So basically, at the end of combat, you need to reload, but yeah, you're
Wow.
fine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
huge.
Wow, that's
Imagine
you
how many
missed a lot of
people
turns.
I'll
That
kill now.
sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Joe's
It's fine.
apartment, 1996.
Work.
Yeah. Well, if it helps, we always forgot to reload up until like the last game. So I think you're fine.
Well, my original weapon didn't need a reload. It was once I got the upgraded one that the usage went up.
I was about to say
Getcha.
that there's not a lot of people in this party that need to reload. Rix doesn't need to reload. Kuvina doesn't need to reload. I don't need to reload. Flex and Cornelius don't really have to reload because
Yeah.
so it's just her at this point. And if she's minutes per, she now doesn't have to reload either.
Effectively, yeah.
Oh, I guess Jack's back.
Yeah, so are we doing a class break tonight? No? Okay. Let me grab something to drink real quick then. And then I'll be good to go.
I'm gonna need a refill soon. So, supernatural will save stuff. Would that affect people without a mind?
It depends if it's mind affecting or not.
I mean, I guess everything affects your mind.
Well, it's like slow, for example, can be done on them.
Is that like an enchantment or like? Okay, then I think I have a spell that might work now. I took it because it's not a coup. It might actually do a thing. I'm gonna forget I have it. I'm gonna go back to trying to make people do will saves on fort save spells.
I was just wondering what a harmonic interference blade actually looked like.
A tuning fork. A what?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds made up.
Those things are awesome, is what they are.
This is only like there's 4 total, and this is only like the second one. So there's 2 higher level ones, but they're level 14 and level 19.
Bonnie McMurray.
Okay, rock and roll.
By the way, what else? Oh, so voice effect. We are back. getting you.
How does she know we're going to Absalom? I don't trust her. Yeah, but like, there's a bajillion places in this galaxy we could go to, and she just happens to put that one in the message.
Because of those bajillion places in the galaxy, only one place can be written in an AP.
So like murdering someone in public is like the best way to go, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's not a low profile, that's for sure. But also, I don't trust either one of them. Well, because they've been sending us into this shit the whole time. Well, for the last little while. And I have no reason to trust them. Especially knowing that Ava is sus and Effect is her best friend.
I mean, to me, it's not even a matter of trust. We just don't necessarily agree, and I don't have to do what they tell me to.
That is true. As well. I mean, it would be nice to have help from not being known criminals, but I don't know that that's really our goal at the moment. I think our goal is to go murder the Greys. The only way we're going to do that is by carrying out our plan, not their plan.
Exactly. I mean,
Character sheet.
All
I mean, for all we know, she's already been replaced. Because the reptoids are infiltrating the steward. We don't know that that's going to be fruitful at all.
I mean, anytime we talk divorce and in effect, if we're not talking in person, we don't know that they haven't been replaced since the last time we talked to them either.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really want to share information with somebody who I can't verify.
Yeah. That's just infosec.
But we could maybe like send him a generic reply, like, got your message. We'll do our best. Later. Catch you on the flip side. You know, just to like make the communication happen without telling them anything or like giving them our plan.
Yeah. I approve of that.
In case we do actually need their help later.
Yeah. See, we were trying to keep a low profile, and then we accidentally murdered the guy in front of everyone.
He was a reptoid.
It was an accident.
We couldn't let him get away.
We had to expose
He
the
ran into the street. With blood all over him, screaming like a lunatic. Okay, so Peaches will have Betty like send a elusive response. Just be like, "We got your message. We've been caught up. We got Key, giving him to Barathu, heading to Absalom. We'll do our best to keep a low profile." Okay. Have they picked Key up yet? All right, then I guess we ought to head towards Absalom.
In the meantime, we should just ransack Ava's room and see if there's anything in there that confirms or denies her.
All right, but I'm not
Great.
reading the diaries.
There's so many.
Okay.
Set a course for Absalom.
All right, Betty, set a course for Absalom.
I'll do it.
Jail.
Yeah, can't Betty pilot it?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Betty can pilot. Yeah, if we like get into a combat, she can't really do a good job, but like she can set a course. Yeah, we'll do now.
Must be great talk.
Mm-hmm.
Place.
Air quotes, life.
Mhm.
Later. Description.
Uh-oh.
Journey.
Is that a culture check? Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm not going to make that then.
Flex.
I rolled a 4.
Probably.
I would love to hear Flex's interpretation of Haster. That would probably be much more productive. Yeah, tell us, Kavina.
Interesting. Like, I can't really say much because you're not supposed to.
That's suspicious.
Whoever.
Would
It's
Ava
not-
have
it's
even
not-
written it?
She would have followed the rules of not invoking the yellow sign.
Him who is not to be named. Wait, it's Voldemort?
I assume me, but I don't know.
That would make most sense.
Kuvin. Cornelius. She looked.
Oh, really?
Suspicious.
Yeah, that's the most incriminating thing
Very
so far.
suspicious.
It's gonna be some weird Rick's Flex fan fiction.
The nanites mixing with the bugs.
She is a massive dork.
Oh, tentacles.
Oh, 2 sets of tentacles.
Tentacle back and forth forever. If there's Gosh, what a loser.
Look
Not wrong.
at all these words.
She's got Sesame Street shit on here.
See any scratch and sniff stickers?
Did she?
Oh, one of those. Those people are the worst.
Has she discovered Star Sugar Heart Love and started listening to them incessantly?
Yeah.
You know what? Yes.
That would make a lot of sense. That would be awesome.
Oh my god, the full K-pop experience. Oh no.
Computer could probably put it through a translator. I don't know how that works though.
Those don't exist.
Flex speaks like 20 languages. So
That's
Flex might
literally
be able to help
impossible.
translate.
Computers can't translate things. I don't even know where my languages are listed. I probably
I
just
have
didn't write
a-
them down.
I have
I
a
have way
plus
too many.
7 in my languages, meaning
I
that
have
I need to
all
choose
the
7.
languages.
Oh, that's terrible.
So that's like 5.
Sorry, I only have 16 languages.
Oh, here's the language column. It's empty.
I'm just gonna go ahead and learn Infernal, just because.
Kavina's gonna learn whatever language the person she's supposed to murder speaks.
It's gotta be.
How many letters to Effecta has she sent?
Quite a few. I mean, they've gone back and forth. She used Effecta as a. Once she discovered that Effecta was good at medicine, she really like tried to bounce a lot of ideas off her and stuff like that. Especially like while they were trying to figure out the spore people stuff, and just they're pen pals, I guess at this point. If Effecta writes her back, didn't quite.
Did
cover that.
Effecta write her back? So we definitely can't trust her. They really are best friends.
Damn them.
At this point, Ava probably would have expressed interest in once they're past all this joining the stewards.
And she's a fucking cop.
Goddamn 5-0.
Do we find anything suspicious?
Isn't it all suspicious? All these weird languages no one knows how to speak.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Talk about all these secret organizations that none of us know about.
Except she's explained it.
Also suspect.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They'll never question my backstory if I come up with something so ludicrous.
I mean, I honestly think Peaches didn't believe that. She probably just assumed that, like, she had a troubled past or, mental issue or whatever that, like, I don't think Peaches ever really thought she was that old.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, dear.
Well, one thing is, so Rix has a memory of awakening her, and Ava has that same memory.
I don't know that.
I'm just saying that is something that can be brought up.
If
I mean,
it
you could
was
just be going
at all
along with it.
verifiable.
Like, you could have planted the memory.
Well, no, I'm just more saying as far as like her story. Like Rix has that memory too.
But it might be a false.
Yeah, but all my shit's fake.
That's true.
I have a brother that ain't real, who I've been trying to
Yeah.
save the whole fucking time. A twin brother. Thank you very much. Explain that. Well, I don't know that this digging through her room has really produced anything fruitful, but at least we know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At what point is a lack of evidence evidence? You know, like I don't know that we're there yet, but
I don't know. Feels like a cover up.
everything that contradicts the conspiracy is merely part of the conspiracy.
As far as I see it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm
um,
trying to keep that in mind.
can I do like a communications diagnostic on the ship to see if there have been any secure communications sent that were somebody tried to hide? Because I assume that Betty monitors all of our communications, so you would have to like do it in
She's fucking
secret.
better than I don't want a fucking robot listening to all my shit.
I mean, like
Yeah.
she knows that they've been sent and who they went to. So did somebody try to like do it in secret and send it?
I need to refill.
To who?
Oh yeah.
Before or after Pansy's death?
After.
I mean, I already kind of knew he was doing some weird stuff after Pansy died.
I mean,
As
we talked
evidence.
about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not, I don't really find that super suspicious.
But hero point to Alec for remembering that detail. Oh, that's right. That was the one with the insane rolls. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Peaches is going to say anything about it for now. I don't think that's enough to warrant further suspicion at this point.
I mean, I did kind of try to hide it, but that was just because I didn't trust you.
But like, I also kind of knew what you were doing, and I don't necessarily think that has any bearing on our situation.
Right. Yeah, I did come clean or however you want to say it after the fact. Yeah.
Like, I was more thinking like maybe Ava was sending secret communications to the Greys. Or somebody else, because for all we know, Cornelius doesn't really have dementia.
Yeah.
Trust
That isn't his file.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. It is quite depressing. So.
Right. Nobody will question because of how depressing it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh. We're just gonna let that lie.
Yeah. This makes me sad and uncomfortable.
Oh,
Yeah.
little guy.
All right. Well, is there anything else we
The
want to do?
question is, so regardless of her gray status, Grava is probably not going to go for the murder a guy on cable television plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, even if we completely trusted her, what would we do about that?
What
Not
about
tell
like the murder a guy on satellite television?
No one watches
Ooh.
satellite.
We just don't tell her that we're planning on murdering him and then do it anyway.
Surprise
I mean,
murder.
So, you want to take her with us to the murder?
I don't want to leave her by herself.
Mm-hmm. And she
Unless-
is pretty good at punching stuff.
I mean, or we could just tell her he's a reptoid.
That
And
is
then
true.
she'll probably be on board with it.
We could completely honestly tell her that we were going to eliminate a reptoid.
Yep. And she definitely wants to prove herself, so she may not question it too much.
Yeah, you're right. But that was assuming we could trust her. And I don't know that that's true to begin with. So
I trust her more if I can see her than if I can't see her.
the question is, if she's a gray and she thinks we're on to her, would she turn on us and murder us, or try to convince us that she's really not a gray?
Well, I guess that depends on when her backup's coming.
Good point. The grays do also legitimately hate reptoids.
Yeah.
So even if she's a gray, she would still help us kill a reptoid.
Mm-hmm.
But what if she's a reptoid?
I don't think she's a reptoid. I mean, my testing for a reptoid is probably the best at this point out of all the tests I could do, and I don't think she's a reptoid. I have been wrong before.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So are we willing to assume the risk of Ava being, let's just say, Grava, and taking her with us to murder the reptoid?
I think in this instance, she's going to help us kill the reptoid.
All right.
What do y'all think? Covina? Cornelius?
Alex, sounds okay to me.
Well, if she's anything, she's a team player.
If she's anything, she's a gray, a dirty, dirty gray.
Yeah, I suppose you might be right there, Rick.
Fleshy bird, you in?
Always in forever.
Cool.
Yeah, can you just play the bird now?
Oh,
You can only caw, no other words.
ooh, that feels like a challenge. I don't know.
Yeah, don't play into his ridiculous sensibilities.
I think you guys have an interesting idea here, but Flex would like to recommend that we use this imaginary Pathfinder Society and say it's a mission from them. Clearly, she believes that's real. So just tell her that the
I can't
Pathfinders.
tell if this is legitimate or if Flex is mocking Grava.
Yes. Like the Pathfinder said, you gotta kill him.
Do it.
Her sense motive is notoriously awful.
The December adventure.
Or is it?
No.
She would have to admit that she's been lying about her backstory. If she
Alec
doesn't-
has a whole secret character sheet for her.
He probably has one for all of us.
Also possible.
He has the what if they're a fungoid, what if they're a reptoid.
Yeah, there's actually 3 of every character.
I am very interested to see how this adventure is written after I'm done playing. It seems so different than any other AP. Which maybe that's just the high production values Alec brings, but
Maybe. It's Maybelline.
It's possible this is just someone that did a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
'Cause
or
clearly,
again, watched a lot of TV drama.
Yeah.
Certainly.
all they have is Telemundo.
Okay, is there anything else we want to do before we get to Absalom?
So
She would be back in the brig by now. I want to point out I started listening to the Star Sugar Heart Love playlist on Spotify, and it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Do we want to do shifts to watch her 2 at a time? Or are we
Nope.
just going to leave her in there alone?
Don't we have a bird?
Do
that
I
does
sleep? No, but didn't I get the Aeon? Is there an Aeon stone that makes sure you don't have to sleep?
It's one that you can't breathe, or you don't need to breathe.
I definitely have that one. Oh, that's the sleep one. It's like an implant. It's not an Aeon stone. I don't think I got it because it was outside my bounds for whatever reason. I think.
I definitely think I would tell Betty to keep an eye on her and like wake me up.
I mean, yes, we have security systems and stuff that we left.
We do have Fleshy Boy Slim, who could probably also help with the guard.
Except we can't communicate with the bird.
Yeah, but it can be loud as fuck. Like every time Ava gets near the door, we smack it, so it's like conditioned to squeal every time Ava gets near the door.
You're a monster.
Yeah. When we get to Absalom, I'll buy the restless pineal gland where I don't have to sleep anymore. But until then, I have to sleep. Pineal. No, it's Magitech. Penis gland. 7. I mean, I can do it. Oh, is that what it takes? Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I think we have that covered.
Ava does.
No, because it's Magitech. I can only eat cybernetics. That's the reason I don't have it already. If it was cybernetic, I'd have it. I was gonna say that's the most.
On your own way.
In the bird.
Probably doing some exercise and sipping some White Russians. It's yeah. Fun.
Rix is probably going to interrogate, question Ava. So I don't know if you want to go over what everyone else is doing before that.
Cornelius is going to be spending some time meditating and, just kind of with the level up, he's got some new stuff going on, and he's got a little bit better grasp on how to interact with and maybe look a little bit into these alternate realities and such. So he's spending some time doing that. Leave it at that for.
Ooh.
So in your floating across.
Slightly. His meditation is more of a. I mean, he's a little bit of he's got that old man vibe. So he naps a lot. So it's a little bit of, I picture it being one of those things like the constant joke of like people who are trying to learn how to meditate or trying to get into meditation where they just end up falling asleep on their, on the floor. So it's a little bit of that where he's laying there sort of connecting, doing his thing, and then he nods off for 10 minutes or an hour, depending, and he pops back up and he's sort of doing the same again. So that's like his, that's the quote meditation part of it. And then
The rest of the time, I think he's spending time. He's concerned about the rest of the group. Especially Peaches and Rick's too. I think. And so he's trying to check in a little bit and just be present, not necessarily engaged them a ton, but spend a little time near them and around them. Ooh. I'm not even sure if I thought about that. If anything, this idea of like this sort of fantastical idea of him potentially being some sort of like pirate king, like pirate lord, is incredibly intriguing to him. Like he loves this idea, and I think some of the times when he kind of like is in meditation or just napping, he does totally drift off into these like little these little like visions of him in these scenarios of being a space pirate and but in the most absolutely like likely incorrect way. Like he actually is in the like tricorn cap and like peg legs and stuff like that. He actually that's where his brain is on those things. But yeah, he's more intrigued with that than he is with getting caught up with this idea of how long he's existed and if he had that sort of thing. He has so little faith in his own memories and faculties in so many ways. Those sorts of things I don't think really occur to him much.
Cognitive dissonance isn't that strange.
I mean,
Right, yeah. Oh, I doubt it yet. That's actually that's definitely something he could. Yeah, we'll see. I think he has anything of it on it yet.
So Betty tension. Broadcast.
Let's get a load of this
When Peaches walks into the lounge,
clammy.
she's out of her armor and it's following her. It's just walking behind her as she walks in front of it.
Whoa.
It's like a neat trick there, Peaches.
Thanks. I just hooked this up myself. Now I don't have to get all stinky in that armor all day.
I picture Cornelius walking over and like kind of standing like right in front of Peaches, looking at the armor sort of around Peaches, going like, but it does what you say, right?
Yeah, me or Betty. And she like pulls out this little remote and she says, "See this? I control it with this little remote."
Geez, what happens if somebody else gets that remote?
Well, I mean, we're linked. I can always turn it off.
Okay. He keeps looking around it like.
Also, the armor is suited to me. Not just anybody can get in it. And certainly not anybody can operate it.
Except for Betty, you said.
Well, yeah. Betty and I, we sort of coexist together.
Yeah, I've never. I don't know about this Betty though.
Oh, but Betty's great.
He kind of grunts and walks away. I don't know about this. What?
Betty, that's rude. Leave him alone.
He sits down and waits for the show to start.
He's got a sweet beard. The
Who
message
is this?
kind
Is
of yeah.
Why?
We can hear you.
Can hear you.
Aram talking to who then?
I think it was a reporter.
Okay. Who gave Ava a ball?
Ooh, shiny. I really hope it wasn't.
Okay, maybe it's working now. I think I accidentally clicked on the Dead Sons scene earlier and messed everything up. So that's fun. Okay, cool. All right.
I mean, I have the stream up and I see the little green circle, but I don't have the audio turned on. Okay, it's working now.
Okay, perfect. All right, so back to this. She leans over and gives a lively grin. So, do you have anything to say about your body double rampaging around Gamut Bio and Lao Array?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit!
Aram gives a practiced laugh in response.
Oh, Lao Ray now. Clearly I get around.
Absolutely. Let me show some of the exclusive new footage we just received. She gestures off screen, and the promised footage rolls, showing a fight within the hospice. It's been carefully edited to make it look like a professional attack on the site. Aram laughs again.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I haven't left this station, or the citizens would think I'd taken up a life of crime.
She turns to the camera with a smile. We'd like to remind everyone that despite the sizable bounty on these criminals' heads, you shouldn't try to haul in Counsel Aram. And, she adds, tapping a datapad on the table, we have a statement from the Berthetan entity of Confluence saying that the footage from the hospice is fake. So maybe it was a smear all along.
Well, I have no reason to think Confluence would lie about something like that. And I trust my political opponents could have done better than those god-awful disguises.
Aram, he chuckles as the interviewer signs off.
Shit, son. Well, okay, so that's at least something good. Confluence is at least like backing up our side of the story.
Well, let's not jump too far ahead now.
I mean, they're saying that it's fake footage, right?
Yeah,
So
but
like,
they're not necessarily saying that on our behalf.
yeah, but it does help us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, now everybody knows that you exist, and so do the rest of us as his doppelganger.
So now the question is, what would murdering him achieve?
It would
Is
make
it-
us look really bad.
Is this effectively... Has this basically given us the solution we were looking for already without us having to kill someone?
I mean, maybe, because the Greys are going to see that and know that the jig is up. But is a reptoid. Well, I guess that's conjecture. We don't actually know that he's a reptoid.
All right. So if we believe him to be a reptoid, though, maybe we could contact him and just tell him everything. And then that would fuck up. And then he and I could appear in public together and stuff and maybe ruin their plans that way.
Like form an alliance with this reptoid.
Potentially.
But he's a reptoid.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't have to be friends with him forever. We're not going to pinky swear.
I mean, how long do we have to pretend to be friendly?
We just need him to enable us to sabotage the Grey's plans.
What if that don't work? Then can
No.
we kill him?
And I mean, yeah, they were no better off than we started. So, whatever.
And how do you reckon we accomplish this? If you get seen, I imagine you'll be arrested on site.
Can anybody just talk to him?
Probably not. He probably has security. I don't reckon you can get close unless.
Authoritarianism.
Huh?
That's authoritarianism. It's outrageous.
I don't reckon we can get close without an appointment.
Probably.
I wonder if they would make an appointment for the CEO of Almost Chicken.
Maybe we ought to see.
Or the Princess of Sweden or whatever.
Oh no!
Imperial
Butt
Caesar
stuff.
Ning.
Yes. I half expected that I would have some bullshit nano thing to deal with this, but I don't see one.
Oh.
So you are suggesting that I pretend to be who the Greys have cloned me after and try to make an appointment?
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm like surprised that I didn't realize that you were supposed to do that earlier, because like I spent some time in Ning, but
Yeah, I mean, it was weird that nobody recognized me when I was there.
Did you spend some time in Ning?
I've been using a battle ribbon and I was on Triaxis.
But all of your memories are
Were
fake.
you?
Fair enough. I wasn't
You
actually,
remember what
so
nature-
that part was blurred out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I didn't actually go to Triaxis. Maybe Ava input those memories into my head, and I never even went there.
She was laughing at you the whole time that you thought you were.
Just the worst.
This is perfect.
I don't know how convincing I can be, but I'll try if you want.
I mean, our backup plan is CEO of Almost Chicken.
But
I'm here
at
for
least,
you guys.
at least Cornelius can tell a fib.
He is good at fibbing.
That is very true.
I ain't so good at fibbing.
Do we know if this guy even likes Almost Chicken? Does he have an official political stance on it?
Does he like them on their Facebook account?
He's anti-fast food. That'd be the worst thing.
Oh, yeah.
He's a vegan.
Almost Chicken is vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
There is literally 0% real chicken.
0% chicken.
Yeah. If there's
Yeah,
chicken.
my
in-
bluff is a 3.
It's pretty good.
Well, you just
So-
don't do any of the actual talking. You're just the figurehead. That's pretty typical.
I mean, that's exactly how it worked in Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
You didn't
god damn! Fucking terrible movies.
I wish to veto any plan that involves us referencing the Phantom Menace.
You are trapped up in the basement.
Yes, but there are certain things that transcend that, like Phantom Menace.
I object as a player, not as a character.
All right. I mean, I can have Betty whip up a formal request and we can send it along and see what happens.
Yeah, what's Betty's bluff?
I don't know if Betty even has a bluff.
Not any being super useful. It's probably like
But I mean,
+6.
she might, in the sense that she's a computer, she could make a formal request that looks legit.
I mean, you could do that.
Like, that's what I'm suggesting here.
Lying on paper and lying in person are two very different skills. Like your computers can tell a lie over.
Yeah. I can forge an email or like whatever diplomatic letter they need.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a computer's check to give this message whatever digital traces, whatever metadata you need it to have to kind of get through the system. But I'm gonna need a bluff check from somebody to make it here active enough.
Yeah, well, I think Cornelius can work with Peaches and Betty on.
I know you're more diplo-y than I am, but do you lie better than I do too?
Possibly.
It's definitely possible. I mean, I got a big number, but you got big numbers, so.
And I might have. And I've got some ways now that I can't really fail those things.
Ooh, shit.
I have ways to cheat now. My bluff's a 17 without any messing with it.
Mine is higher than that.
Yeah.
By 7.
Are you serious? Wow.
Or no,
Holy shit.
4. Right? No, it is 7.
Is there a skill focus in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's crazy.
I have 7 more than you. Yeah. So.
Wow. That's
But
insane.
if you can't fail, I mean,
But I can also, I think, make it though you can't. Let me see.
Oh.
Maybe not. It might be.
Actually, fuck you.
That might not be true.
We can each write one and see who does it better.
Right.
We'll write them and then give them to Cornelius. And be like, which one of these looks more legit?
Give it to him tomorrow.
Right.
This looks great.
Or not.
Right.
So do I need to make a computer check?
Oh yeah, I mean if you're doing that. Okay, yeah, that'll
Damn.
certainly
Yeah.
get what you
Good
need.
time
with the
to roll a
45.
good number.
Wow.
Rolled a 19.
Pretty good.
I got a 42.
So disgusting. I'm almost offended by that number.
I'll just aid.
Everyone's rolling their best thing over here.
Yeah.
Just gonna dance in the corner while. This
I
happens.
mean, I'm gonna have to like
Holy
tell
shit.
this person who my entourage is, which you're gonna be like the performer that always comes with me to entertain me as the
Right, the
princess.
jester.
Yeah, and
You know, Grava's secret character sheet probably has a really good bluff on it.
I mean, she doesn't have to be a performer. She is just a battle flower, which are from Ning.
Mm-hmm.
I
I've
have to
got the
explain what
ribbon.
she's-
I
have
am
to-
your guard.
that's true.
Yeah.
Guard, head of security, pet.
Mm,
Oh my.
You keep Cornelius around for good luck.
It's true.
jeez. All right. So you guys prepare your message. Looks like it's gonna hold up, and you send it off. And then Rix wanted to have a conversation.
Leva.
I believe so. Are you inviting anyone else to this, or is it a one-on-one?
I don't think I would do that.
Which direction was that? Invite someone else, you mean?
Yeah, I don't think I would invite anyone. What the fuck?
There had to be one with macaroons.
Yeah. Space macaroons.
Hmm.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
We got to get the Discord back up on our stream so people know what the deal is with the gifts.
Mm.
Yeah.
God,
Like
this
it-
season as Mandalorian's been so good.
Yeah.
I can't, man.
You can.
Star Wars has been an abusive relationship for too long. Eventually, you have to say no and walk away.
Well,
Except for the
Now's
one
not the
that,
time.
except for the one that universally everyone loves.
That is the
Prequel
redeemer.
fans, old
Is it the
fans,
redeemer?
new fans, everyone loves it.
the problem is just Favreau wasn't in charge.
Exactly.
Isn't
Right,
one of them
for real.
like a wildly anti-trans person?
Yeah, she kind of is.
Yes.
So you
She's
They're-
also barely in the show, and it's already been filmed. You can't.
Oh,
Undo
as
it.
far as I know, she was so popular they were building a spinoff that they just canceled.
Well, then don't watch that. Yeah.
So that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Like,
you can hate a person in real life and still respect their work,
this is
Yeah, but why?
America. You can't
especially when they're a part of a bigger thing.
Well, I would argue that she's not even my favorite part.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Actually, I don't even know
Yeah.
who you guys are
Like,
talking
I don't
about,
care
by
all
the
that
way.
much about her in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll tell you what episode she's in. Skip it.
I mean,
She's
look,
only in one episode.
I loved a lot of characters in Schindler's List. Doesn't mean I support the Nazis. I mean, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
One is the character and one is the reality.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like a
That doesn't sound
pansy
real.
answer.
it was. Yeah, a little bit.
There are people upset at the writer of Ready Player One because he had a character say something like questionably transphobic, and they were trying to assign that to him. Now, in that case, you'd have a point that like what is in a book and is a character's perspective is not assignable to the author.
Mm-hmm.
But this is different in that it's the real person who sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Any which way, something terrible will happen, and they'll Star Wars it up. Disney will find a way. So, again,
That's like
Just 'cause
somebody
my-
who refuses to date because of the one time they broke up.
I think it's more like, hey, I've been
again.
I've been in a 30-year relationship, but this one time he was nice. That's how this is. I'm sorry. For
You know,
30
as you
years,
get
he
older-
beat me every day. But you know, he does still buy me flowers sometimes.
When you look back on the past,
Every
even
Friday
the
night.
dark spots start to get a little brighter.
Oh God.
I've enjoyed every Star Wars thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's
That's-
crazy.
We're gonna fight now because that's
I'm with
I'll
Nathan.
see you at dawn.
None of the Star Wars bother me.
Even me
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I'm with you
I
guys.
mean-
Yeah. Even the schlocky ones I can appreciate just for how.
Yeah, I've rewatched the first or the episodes 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
They're worse than I remembered as a kid.
I mean, I will admit
Which
that
is not
Anakin is a whiny little bitch baby, but
yeah. You took
Yeah.
one of
Anakin's
the
not
greatest
even
villains.
the top 5 worst thing about the prequels.
Oh yeah. How do you like the pod racers where the one guy crashes and the commentator's like, oh, he's just trying to feed his starving family and his sick child. Oh, he's dead. Fucking criminal. Fucking criminal.
that sounds amazing.
Fucking criminal. It is the worst movie. Princess Leia's mom is a goddamn rapist because Anakin's like 40 years
She is a
younger than
little
her.
bit. She is a little bit.
So you encourage statutory rape in those films, fucking slavery.
it happens in real life. I mean,
Yeah,
You took Darth Vader.
Now
Was
we're
like
assigning the perspectives of characters to people.
they're imaginary people. Same thing. Reality
You're
isn't real
saying
anymore.
those people watching it are supporting it. They're not.
I don't know. It feels like they're supporting it. They're giving them millions and millions of dollars, and they keep
I
making
really
more and
want to
more
be mad
jack.
about it.
but Annie grew up so fast.
Yeah,
Oh God, Nathan.
I mean,
yeah,
Now it got worse.
yeah.
oh,
That's just
all right, all right.
Things
Yeah.
way
Executive
worse.
veto. There's an interrogation happening.
God damn Star Wars bullshit. Just the worst. Just the worst.
It is the worst, but The Mandalorian is not.
So good.
I love her so much. I better kill children. Fuck it, the worst.
Now that really happens.
I love her so much. I better try to kill her, because that's fucking logical.
That
Just,
definitely happens.
Yeah.
oh my god. Yeah.
anyways, interrogation time.
Oh, it's fucking just the worst.
Peaches is gonna sleep during this interrogation.
Alright. Is Jim here?
Hi.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, buddy.
You're about to get interrogated.
All right, so Rix will approach the brig room or whatever and activate what I assume is a two-way communication thing across it. Ava.
Hey,
Ava.
Riggs.
Why do I remember you?
I don't know. I remember you too. I have no idea what is going on right now.
Me either. But it doesn't make sense. You get that, right?
I like her brain is spinning. This is going back to like, you know, waking up, say, in the future. Now it's all like, what the hell? I don't know what memories. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't get why I'm not on that thing. Even if I'm me, they should be a note.
Do you think you're actually from the past?
Yes, I have a book. It's ancient. I speak all these weird languages that no one knows. I have memories.
Yeah, but I mean, all the rest of us have fake memories. Like, what about that means anything?
I punch people in space.
Okay.
I honestly I don't know. I don't know.
I
don't have
a reason
answers.
to trust you, and I'm having a hard time finding one.
I understand that. I wish I could give something compelling. I mean, did you go through my stuff? There's nothing in there.
Mm-hmm. Why would there be?
I'm not a gray. I'm certainly not some sort of gross collaborator. I'm me.
But who is that? How did you end up in the future? Tell me.
Last thing I remember, and I'm gonna do this out of character because it would be a longer story, but I'll summarize. Basically, what she would remember is she would have taken her journey, both planes as well as across planets, trying to track down this thing. She basically took an oath against aberrations. Okay, I'll try. I took an oath against aberrations. There was this horrible thing. We fought this thing. It was the King in Yellow. It
Haster.
You know that?
Yeah, I read your books.
Okay. But don't say that name. But I ended up flying. My friend, it was a witch. She got a spell. She was able to teleport us around. We did it together, and then we got separated. I remember fighting this some sort of wizard, and he hit me with a spell. It was something I'd never seen before, and everything went black, and then I woke up. But we were like far away from Galorian. I think I swear we made it. I don't even know.
So Kuvina told us about this Haster. He can apparently infiltrate people's minds across all of time and space.
Yeah, he's genuinely awful. He's the being of pure chaos and evil. His followers were all about decadence, and we actually, well, you probably won't believe it because I'm shell of my former self, but we actually stopped a whole plot that involved them taking an entire piece of the planet away, like, and perhaps even worse.
Did you? Or maybe Haster wants you to think all that, and he's controlling you now, just like the Greys are controlling the rest of us. Maybe he's how you ended up in the future.
It's possible, but I swore an oath to Shaylin, and Shaylin guided me through it all.
You know Shaylin's gone, right? So maybe that oath has no power anymore.
It's possible, but I don't feel different.
Mm-hmm. I mean, none of us felt like clones either.
I'd rather be a clone than an agent for him.
I mean, yeah, sure, but none of us are really getting to pick right now.
I mean, I don't know what to say, Rix. I genuinely don't. I'm as confused as you, as lost as you. I'm as frustrated as you. I hate this. I've come to love all of you, and you're my family now. You're the only things. You are literally the only people I know in this time.
And maybe Haster. So here's the deal. We've developed a plan that might help us get out of some of this. Aram, as you might remember from the data pad that you're not in, is a reptoid. However, we've also learned that he and seemingly most of the populace are aware that I am his doppelganger. So in order to thwart the plan of the Greys, we intend to temporarily ally ourselves with him, because if we come forward with these plans of the Greys, then it will de facto ruin them, and they'll have to respond in some way. And when they do that, hopefully they'll be vulnerable and we can take advantage of that. In a perfect case, they'll come to us.
Anything I can do to help.
How do you feel about coming with us to meet with Aram?
What's the plan with him? Aside from out?
Because again, he is a reptoid, so things could go south. Hopefully not.
What if we exposed him as a reptoid and baited the Greys out at the same time? We could take them both down at the same time.
How would we do that? We can't just say, he's a reptoid.
Yeah.
We tried that before, actually, as I recall. A long, long time ago.
No, let's deal with the problem we can deal with then. But, I mean, I wouldn't... Yeah, let's do it.
So you are okay with making an ally out of a reptoid?
I'm not fond of it, but if it's our only option, what did Vorson and Fecta have to say about it?
We're not talking to them right now.
Why?
I don't trust them.
Why? We found them.
Right, just like you and I found each other, which, you know, again, totally questionable. I'm beginning to disbelieve in all coincidences.
Okay. If that's our move, you're the captain.
All right. And then he'll push the button to turn off comms and walk off. The end.
So, left on her own in the brig after this conversation, what does Ava do?
I mean, if she has a book, she'd read it. Not bounce a ball against the wall. I don't know. Got limited option.
What just happened at all?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, of course, that there's a lot of introspective moment. I mean, but
what does
that doesn't really do
about the plan.
I mean, she wants to believe that this is a good plan, but even Miss I Can't Sense Motive worth a shit knows probably what direction their party's heading. They want to murder everyone. And she's not there to like convince them otherwise. But I mean, she really thinks it's a bad idea to abandon Vorson and Effecta. They've been our only constants. And that's how she views them, as an actual stabilizing force instead of a threat. And even more so, Ava is always looking to the future, and she sees something. She's trying to see something beyond this, as now she's stuck in this time, and she would like to be cleared of all this awfulness and actually make a life for herself. So she's thinking about that too, and they are clearly the answer to that.
Mm-hmm. So unless anyone has anything else big for your second day of travel, we'll finish up. On the next day, we continue things. Peaches, I imagine, has finished her new armor by this point
Yeah.
and is now training something. What are you working on?
I had to, well, technically I had to spend time to redo my feats. Peaches is becoming more adept at combat maneuvers.
You had to buy new boots for that?
The Juggernaut boosters are for that. Yes.
Juggernaut boosters.
What a great name.
I know, right?
So you put the Juggernaut boosters on your feet?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And because Ava's a bit of a night owl, she's actually going to take 20 on a mysticism check on herself because Rick's got her worried. Just to see if she feels anything weird.
Interesting.
Detecting auras around her, stuff like that. And that gets her a 34.
What would you detect? Let me see. There's certainly something...
She's now thinking maybe a little more mystical is pulling at her strings.
Yeah.
Or at least worried about it.
There's certainly something going on there. Some kind of aura.
Oh, shit!
And it does have the tinge of something almost divine, but not quite.
She's the devil.
A perversion of divinity.
Does it have a good feeling like somehow Shaylin is still looking over her, or a nefarious feeling what kind of just general sense does she get from it, if that's even possible?
Sheer power.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
I feel like you'd be
Cosmic.
If you're able to study, you'd at least get some sort of, even if it's just a gut feeling of happy, or
maybe you're just lying to yourself.
Definitely that.
It is something neutral.
Huh. Okay.
It could go either way.
If Rix talks to her again, she will actually bring that up. And maybe Cornelius can take a better look at her, or Flex.
I'm still not sure I would trust anything Flex tells us.
Yeah.
Dubious.
I don't know that I planned on talking to her before we head out to go deal with this guy, though.
Okay.
You'll leave her in there without food for 4 days?
No, that's
Betty can let the replicator give you food or something.
Yeah.
We
have pneumatic tubes all over the ship. Come on.
Tubes. It's a series of tubes.
Tubes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, she'd wave at the camera then.
While Ava is waving at the camera to get
You can
someone's
try to talk to Betty.
attention,
Pointing at her mouth.
That would be great.
How's the meditation
I would love to hear
going?
her talk to Betty.
How's
How's
what
the what?
going?
How's Cornelius' meditation going?
I think he's. I think he's still just trying to figure it out. I think if anything, he's spending more time trying to figure out, or trying to spend time thinking and meditating on the different people on the crew now, as opposed to just himself and his potential awesome piracy.
I like how the party's pretty much 50-50 on maybe we should just do it.
I'll say actually, if everything else is yeah, so right now he's again splitting his time when he's on his own, sort of napping and meditating and trying to figure out a little bit better what these newer abilities are of his and things like that. But also, he's again, I think he's concerned about Rix. He's a little like, Rix is
It's always
not
a good idea to be
sleeping.
concerned
He's
about
not.
Rix.
Yeah, he's. And those are things I think Cornelius does tune into on occasion, and realize that when people are not taking care of themselves or acting kind of.
Cornelius, I need you to shove this magic gland into my body.
Well,
I don't think he's trained in medicine.
Just do it.
I'm definitely not, but I'll do it.
What does Cornelius think?
I'll
of
take
Ava?
care of the medical part, and he cuts himself open.
What does Cornelius think of Ava's situation?
At this point, I think he's. If you have somebody, if there's somebody in the crew now that is willing to give you a benefit of the doubt, it's probably Cornelius.
Yeah,
Just because he's basically still trying to like rack alternate realities for a better version of this. that he might be able to manipulate somehow to our favor.
He's gonna leave all of you for a better timeline.
Yeah.
Right. As soon as he
For
finds it, he's
sure.
out.
This timeline's done.
Is he going to kill the other Cornelius or stick us with the other Cornelius? All of a sudden, he can't do any spells and he just sits there making noises.
How do we know it's already not a different Cornelius?
Right.
His token art
Maybe
did change.
maybe every day is a different Cornelius. That's the real dementia.
That's the real.
You're the
That
crazy
was
one.
pulling back the curtain a bit. Kind of an initial brainstorm for Cornelius.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Dimensional.
But
dementia?
also incredibly frustrating if you ever wish to get out of it.
Right. Yeah. It's like sliders, except it's caused by this
I was right there
dimensional
with you.
Alzheimer's.
Fucking sliders. Oh my god.
Exactly. But yeah, I think right now he's got the best, or Ava's got. If Ava has an ally and somebody that is actually trying to find a positive side of this and see something good in what might be happening for her, it's Corn Dog. I think he's not say he's going to get there, but he's legitimately trying.
Gotcha. So pausing from Cornelius. Now, Kevin, I know you don't like to use your imagination very much, but go with me for a minute here.
I'll do my best.
Given your forced background and entry to the story as Flex, Vorson is Flex's actual friend.
Accurate statement.
How does Flex
that's
feel
right.
about the party not trusting him?
Flex would be very confused because Vorson would have advertised this group as like the group that he needs to join to help people. But the group is now against the guy who introduced him to the group. So it's quite the moral quandary. I think in all reality, he would probably just introvert and just keep trying to keep track of what his goals are of, protecting celestial
What Flex's
bodies.
goals are?
Fuck's sake, Flex's goals.
You did this. I'll hear no.
Rub this on yourself.
Look, I deserve every inch of it. So.
As a divine champion, someone who's been very outgoing about Flex's beliefs, would Flex introvert? Would Flex stay quiet?
Flex's enemy is those who take over celestial bodies. And as far as I know, no one in this group has done
Taking on
that.
clones, then. That seems like the
Right.
ultimate blasphemy of the celestial body.
Certainly allying with the gray.
Well,
Sorry, actually.
the way Flex would see it is even if they came out of a vat, it's still their body. It's if they were trying to forcibly enter another's.
So, well, when Kuvina says that she's like, I'm actually pretty okay with murdering this guy and taking over his place, how does that jive with celestial bodiness?
Look, man, body's got to do what body's got to do. I mean, look, you are in control of your own body, so
Supply side Jesus, look it up.
I mean, look, man, look. Sometimes people die.
All right. I've got another question for you then.
Okay.
How does Flex feel about being dismissed by the entire party and not asked for Flex's opinion?
Well, that definitely confuses Flex because Flex is, the greatest hero the galaxy has ever known. But he's really trusting in his friend Vorson that, these are righteous warriors out there, supporting the great god Ibra. So they are going to do their best to Flex.
Flex will do Flex's best.
Flex is going to flex his flexiest to support the group. But there's definitely going to be a breaking point at some point here because Flex is not seeing what was promised. He's seeing, weird stuff. The dog lady is ruining her celestial body with booze.
Or improving it, depending on your perspective.
That was the point I was going to make.
Flex is starting to see some love handles, and those are never beneficial.
Okay.
That doesn't.
Hold on.
It's just more celestial body.
Yeah.
A, yes, but B, Peaches has actually lost weight, as discussed in previous episodes.
Just because Peaches is wearing tighter pants does not mean she's losing weight. So, and then the captain, who seems to be the only one out there really trying to fight these usurpers, doesn't seem to have the support of the crew, which is
Peaches
also
has done nothing but follow Rick for like 4 episodes.
Look, when it comes to supporting somebody and
It's more than just having support for them.
Yeah, and again, like you're one poisoning their own celestial body, kind of rough. So, and Flex has only known Captain Ricks in his current form, so he doesn't know that is changing. The only changes he sees is, the booze hound, the strangely happy lady who seems to be some sort of witch, and getting some really weird glances from the cat lady. That's really what Flex notices most.
I'm not sure if the witch lady was Ava or Cornelius.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So Flex is getting some really mixed messages from this crew. So Flex is just gonna keep.
Well, when Flex has an identity crisis, maybe he'll understand. Okay.
When Flex has Flex's entire life implanted, and then finds out that none of it was real, let's talk.
Well, remember, Flex only knows the crew in its current state.
Flex is also like 6 months old or something, right?
Yeah. So Flex learned ice cream was delicious. Started fighting for righteousness. Yeah, then Vorson, and now for the last week, he's been with this crew that's gotten really weird.
So for all you know, Peaches needs alcohol to survive.
Yeah, you don't even know that her drinking habits really increased that much if it's only been like a week.
Or that it's not necessary to my survival. Because it is.
I feel Flex would like one of Flex's biggest priorities would be to try to learn about each species' celestial body.
Okay, hold up.
As part of the crew.
Now I hear what you're saying. Do you have any points in medicine?
Let me.
You're right.
I feel like we have this one that could be good. Let's roll. I'm a flexologist. I feel that should count for something. And then physical science. Physical science. He understands one's physique. So both of those should count for something.
God.
All right. So you understand how muscles work. And if any of your companions were crystals, you'd be good to go.
So
He knows that alcohol plus muscles equals.
Kevin, you know how you always complain Kevin, you know you always complain you don't have any skills? See Exhibit A.
it's not really a complaint. It's just I don't.
Statement of fact, plus 18 in profession flexologist would
Oh my god!
be your perfect example of why you never have skills.
That's
And then
probably his highest skill.
I got a plus 19 in physical science.
Oh, okay.
So
These are important skills, okay?
yeah.
Oh.
So I guess out of this whole crew, Flex associates most with the captain and Kervina, because Kervina's got that tight cat bod, and then the captain's mostly robot.
This is why Kevin should never be isolated one-on-one.
All right, so I know Kevin doesn't care, but I feel strongly that we should let him put his physical science points in life science and let him call it physical science.
I mean, he's already doing it.
I think they're fine in physical science.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem.
Okay.
So between being a flexologist and my physical science, I understand. Yeah, there seems to be two people here with really rockin' bods, and they are clearly the ones that I should emulate the most.
Where's your profession flexonomy?
That'll be at a higher level.
So are you saying that Cornelius doesn't have a rockin' bod?
Do you have flexosophy?
That's just rude.
Cornelius might have had a rockin' bod in his youth.
He's only a few months old.
Wow, so you're ages too. Fuck.
Basically, everyone is ancient compared to Flex. So.
I mean, technically, we're all the same age as Flex, pretty much.
Oh yeah, the math actually does come out about the same.
That actually might check out.
Now I'm even more suspicious.
Fleshy Bird is probably older than everyone.
Probably.
You are our leader.
So.
Okay, Fleshbird, you're in charge.
If we're going purely off
Oh God.
I mean, there's Ava, but she's in prison.
Physical stats, I think Ava may have everyone beat.
On what?
Like combined everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying, if he's determining by
Your
pure
physique. He's got to
statistics.
roll a physical check on you.
Total physical stats, Ava.
Physical.
Let's see here. 25 acro. Or sorry, that's what they are. 26 acro. 20 athletic. 16 strength, 27 dex, 14 con.
I mean, I have a 22 strength and a 22
You don't
intelligence.
have a 22 strength. Retract that.
I do. Just because it's from the armor doesn't mean
Cheating.
Yes,
it's not mine.
Yeah, it does.
My
not-
total
you're
physical stats is
canonically not
55.
inside of your armor right now.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Also, how do you have a 27 dex? That's not a possible number.
24 now. I have plus 7.
That's better.
Yeah.
Kevin, never post that again.
This
Oh
is-
God, I don't want
You're
to
fine.
look.
You can't look away, Jack.
Ew.
This is
Gross.
when you're talking about your strength. This is what I meant.
Can I delete a message?
No, but I can.
Anyway,
Eliminated.
carrying on,
You're welcome.
carrying on in a way
Super strong.
from
It's gone.
Kevin and Flex.
Oh.
They're the same.
So anyway, Ava was waving at the camera.
That's cute.
Oh. Good times.
What about Kavina? What's Kavina doing?
I would think Betty notices first.
Yeah, but I just put her on silent so I don't have to hear about it.
I mean, why would you put her on
I've
silent?
developed this super powerful,
You could-
highly advanced artificial intelligence that can run our ship and assist me in translation in real time. God, this shit's annoying.
Perfect, Kevin.
Mute.
Why would you do that when you can just forward all the messages to Rick?
Yeah, let's do that instead. I just forward all videos of
Wow.
Ava doing sign language in the camera to Rick.
I played,
no!
I played Starfinder to get away from emails. All right, I don't need that following me into my leisure activities. You could actually, we do all know sign language. That's
That's actually probably what she'd be doing. Like after getting attention. Actually, she wouldn't know she had attention, but
she has to just sit there and repeat the message in sign language over and over.
Mm-hmm.
That won't get monotonous at all.
I mean,
What
Betty
does it
can
say?
translate it, so she can just, send it to
Again.
whoever.
Ava doesn't know that though.
Dave would know that. Betty
I mean, Betty, there's no reason why Betty would like pretend she didn't know what was going on. Like pretend she didn't know what Ava was saying unless I like told her to.
Oh,
So
Okay, so
I imagine she would acknowledge Ava's
What does your
message.
dumb message say, Ava?
Rix, I think you might be right. Please come here.
Holy shit!
Shit, I forwarded that message, so I don't know what it says.
I mean, I don't. Do I want to go alone if I am right? Fuck.
Well, she could say bring Flex. She would say bring Flex and
Monitor
Cornelius
decided
because
to
they are the
No.
mystical people.
I'm bringing everybody then. Let's go. It's party time.
Meeting.
All right. Well, so yeah, let me brief everybody up here before we go down to the brig and possibly fight an unknowable evil. So I've been doing some thinking, and I want to preface this by saying that my paranoia setting was tuned too high, so I don't know. I need outside opinions and possibly verification. But after going through Ava's journals, piecing it together with the memories that I have of her and that she supposedly also has of me that we share.
That were implanted,
mm-hmm.
Right. But also combine that with the fact that we don't have any data on her from the data pad. And in her journals, we learned about Haster, a god who has the ability to encroach upon one's mind and manipulate across all of space and time like that. That perhaps some sort of great evil like that has taken hold of Ava, and that's how she ended up traveling through time. I kind of expected this to just be just my brain overclocking from the paranoia, but I recently received a message from Ava over the video system that she has also begun to question this, and so she's asked that our resident mystic paranormal experts confer on this. So that's you, Flex, and Cornelius. I think we should all go down there and look into this further.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, what if it is? Then what?
Then we are even more fucked than we thought.
What's a Hester?
Good.
Didn't he make the roll to know?
Yeah, he did.
Didn't that happen this episode?
Yes.
This is more Kevin. This is more Kevin going, what the fuck's a Hester?
Ah, okay.
I haven't been playing this game for like 37 years like you guys have.
So that's actually from Lovecraft. Haster is from Lovecraft. It's a very old story.
Okay.
It's one of the old.
He's maybe the old one, actually.
Tentacle people.
No, actually,
Huh?
he's one of the few that. But no one knows what his true form looks like also,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so he basically he has like this symbol, and if you look at it, it pretty much just like it's like any Cthulhu type thing, it drives you mad. And so he uses that to basically get into people's minds and live there and turn them. And then like they can do his bidding and stuff. And
What is his bidding?
He uses that to take over entire cities. So I don't know how much I'm supposed to know in character. Kavina's the one who got a 35, so
Kavina's sharing all this.
yeah.
What
She's
does
also to
he
immediately
want?
start by saying it doesn't feel like an evil entity, but there's just something. It's like an emptiness.
I mean, the question of what any great old one wants is like, it's like a meaningless question. So,
Yeah, aren't they like beyond the understanding?
yeah,
pretty much.
Like their whole thing.
That's why
Like, when they take over towns, what does he do?
Village.
Well, Haster's particular goal that most people thought was that he wanted to become a full blown real deity.
So a good guy.
But, power grab. No.
So Haster literally steals towns and like takes them away to his own planet deep off in space.
Anyway, let's not fixate too much on that because this may or may not come up. But let's. I mean,
Oh, I just looked it up. Dark Tapestry. That would have been good for Pansy. I mean,
Okay. So we going down there, or y'all powwowing on the magics?
Let's do both of those things.
okay.
To the brig.
Huzzah!
Go to the brig.
Peaches will stand in the back. She's in her armor now.
Which isn't giant anymore, right? Is that
Mm-mm. She's a medium now, so she's the same size as Rix and Kavina. And Ava, I guess.
Oh, I forgot to shrink Cornelius's token. Boop. There you go.
actually? I think technically. Hold on, let me check. I think Cornelius is technically medium.
Absurd. I refuse to believe it.
I would say I think it's
Small.
canon. I think it's canon that he's small, so I don't think we should mess with it. But I think no, he is a medium. Screedrips are medium.
There you go.
That's
How? How is that possible?
I think it's ridiculous, and I don't. Like I said, I don't think we should.
That's a
yeah,
typo.
small now.
You can be on the small side of medium. Most
They're
of the people
not
on this
bigger
call
than like
are.
halflings, though.
Right. Like I said, I think we
I don't
should.
know what you're looking at, but Aeon
ignore.
says it's small.
Okay, I'll live with that. Again,
I'll
I
go grab
much,
my,
I much prefer.
Aeon throne.
Luckily, you're
book
wrong.
and check.
I'll say, thankfully, I'm wrong. Thankfully, Hero Lab is wrong.
I heard a lot of that over the weekend. How
How wrong you are.
No, Hero Lab is just
yeah. Nathan decided to look at my character and
yeah.
fucking ripped it a new one.
It's because you had 3 4th level feats at 5th level. Like,
No, they were second level feats. I had 3 second level feats at level 5.
but hadn't taken the one that you actually needed to do the thing
To
that you
get
want
the
to
others,
do.
yeah.
Exactly. I tried my best with Hero Lab.
I mean, Hero Lab will let you cheat if you tell it to.
Imagine that happened.
Anyway,
Anyway.
So what's going on, Grava?
Can you stop calling me that, please? So I was up all night. Like, she's gonna look kind of disheveled. I was up all night. I was trying to figure out, like, I was really worried because nothing makes sense, and I'm not the best at it, but I was trying to feel, and there, I feel some sort of mystical thing. It doesn't have the pull of good or evil. It's like empty. It's like the void, dark. No, not dark. It's like neutral. I don't know, but I need help. I have to know what's going on.
Neutral. You can't trust neutrals.
I heard Zap Brannigan had defeated the neutrals.
Yeah.
So that's on you guys if you want to help.
How would we do that?
Yeah, I'm wondering like what's the best way to.
Guess
You guys
maybe
have
more of an Alec.
Aura magic bullshit.
Oh,
I mean, anyone with detect magic can start working on that
So we have
stuff. And depending on how long you do it.
so we have to magically see if she's in neutral. Let me look at my
Yes.
spells. Or detect the color yellow.
Also would work.
Probably.
Hmm. Do I have a color that detects color?
Those are called eyeballs.
Seen on the wrong thing here, Kevin.
Are you surprised?
Now, in this situation, this is more of a flex.
She doesn't look yellow.
Everyone's talking about this yellow person, and Ava says she feels really neutral. So
It feels
Let me
like
just
there's a
check.
neutral aura around her.
Have you tried some like
Yellow.
alkaline water?
yeah,
Oh my god.
she's feeling very neutral. So we need something positive or negative. Perhaps electricity.
Leandra tells me the alkaline water stuff is bullshit, by the way.
I mean,
Do you know how much money I made
Yeah.
on that crap?
So you're saying
I mean-
we should slap copper bracelets on her wrists?
Magnets.
How the fuck do they work?
I sold literally
bird on
millions of dollars of that shit.
that does not surprise me.
Right, yeah.
Goop exists.
I was gonna say thanks, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Anyway, what do they need to do? Mysticism checks or what?
Is it beyond their mere mortal abilities?
Probably have a thing
Their
for this.
pathetic mortal inability to do anything.
Weak,
Like-
feeble attempts.
Damn meat bags.
I'm like 98% sure I have a spell for this. I just have
Really?
like 32 spells, so I have to read them all.
If you have aura sight, that would be like the best one for this.
Hmm.
I can see the future.
Even Alec is over there like, oh, man, this shit's fucking crazy.
Ooh, is this a thing? No.
I think
That was-
Alex
I'm
over
just
there planning
Waiting
secrets.
to see what you guys come up with.
That'll just
This is all
Mhm.
in gold.
that'll,
Just start rolling some dice, see what happens.
that'll probably make you pee.
It works.
Yeah, Rix. Getting after it.
Rix, you know magic exists.
But you're not super sure. Like, you've heard of Jedi, but you ain't never seen a mind trick.
You've definitely seen. Well, you think you've seen Flex cast a spell, but it could have just been a bunch of flexing.
All right,
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. Does that do it?
I mean, this can be something that takes time on.
Yeah,
Do
I
we
mean,
know spells? Does anybody prepare spells in fucking Starfinder?
no,
No, they don't. It's weird.
I mean amazing.
No, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I never have played a prepared caster because they scare me. My witch is like the one archetype where they're not prepared.
Perfect. Yeah, so with kind of like a cursory look here, Flex, it's hard to get a sense of what is going on. There's something, but it's beyond. It's so far beyond anything Flex has seen in Flex's very, very short lifetime.
Feels like eternity
Perhaps.
for Flex.
You'll have to pray to Ibra for some guidance.
Ooh. Oh, great Ibra.
Has there been anything? Is there anything I can roll or anything that'll give me an idea of if my meditations have given me any sort of, like, while scanning these other realities and exploring those ideas, like, is there anything that's come up or anything I can do to see if there's been, or if is there a future that could potentially be a?
Yeah, can you like do a Doctor Strange and check all
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
reality?
think. Yeah, what the? I don't really have. It's not like I have a spell for that, but I mean, it definitely
Mhm.
fits into the character. You know, the class type.
Yeah, so if you want to give us a mysticism check, given all the work that you've been doing, we'll see what you can come up with. If anyone wants to try and help any of the more mystically inclined, kind of cutting Rick's out of that.
I mean, obviously, Ava would be aiding because
I can aid.
I'm mystically inclined. I can aid.
Oh, okay.
no need to roll, but
Poor Kavina.
I only have a +7. Whoops.
Yeah, not a wisdom based cast.
I got it. This is
I can set your influence and add.
Oh yeah, you
4.
can.
I got to 10.
aid.
I got to 10. Yeah.
So, tell me what whatever you're doing looks like, Cornelius.
The way I'm kind of thinking, like how this piece works a little bit is a little bit of the mentally a little bit of that sort of flipping through a book, almost that kind of like Minority Report, sort of like flicking through things. Like he's not doing it physically, but he's, with his eyes closed, kind of like flicking through different, changing channels almost, I guess is probably a better way to put it.
Mhm.
Like where he's, trying to see better options that are there.
He's looking for the one where Ava turns out to be an evil, ancient old one and kills us.
Sure.
Right. See if that is one of those options.
Is the thing
or
that
the
you were
opposite,
doing something that's happening in your head, or is it visible for everyone else?
Ooh. I wouldn't be surprised for a second, given where this class. Yeah, I would. Actually, the more I think about it, I think that's something that actually the group probably could see. It is probably a little bit of that like channel changing, big screen sort of like thinking through and flicking things off to the side and that kind of idea. So yeah, I would think that the rest of the group could probably see some of that. Not sure they can make out, rhyme or reason of it all the time.
So
Like magic shit.
you guys begin whatever this ad hoc ritual is,
Seance.
and you begin channeling through all of these realities that you have access to with your abilities. And everyone else is kind of standing there, either praying or flexing or looking on in a drunken stupor. And all at once, you have kind of the same flash through whatever this effect is that Cornelius is conjuring. And the first thing that you see is the sky of a planet, and it has these two stars, but they're
Tatooine.
black,
Oh fuck.
and they're not providing any light at all.
Not even like dark light.
And then it changes briefly, and you see just an image of 3 connected circles. And you see Ava. And she looks hopeful. And then you lose the vision. And you all come to, and you find that it's been several hours.
Did you guys see that?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Did I?
Did I doze off? Have I been drinking too much? Take a little bender nap?
No, sometimes that happens. It does feel like you doze off, and it's kind of, I guess, the closest thing to it. I've never really been able to other people see those things.
Are you sure that like wasn't the Greys again?
Some sort
Well,
of check
I don't even know if the Greys can do that shit.
to see what that symbol means. Both in
Good question.
past life of Ava.
Cornelius, what did we just see?
You know,
Was that real?
I think so. Those sorts of things usually they're not always that accurate, or not accurate is the right word. More of a they're not always that detailed, but pretty much every time I have any kind of vision like that, it tends to be something that has come to fruition.
Is that the future?
It's a future, yeah. Not necessarily the one we're going to
Is it the
get to the
future? Is it the future that must be, or only what may be?
Narrator's note: Cornelius isn't certain
yeah.
whether this is the future or not.
Oh, it could be the past.
Or the present in an alternate dimension, right?
It does exist. It does exist. It's just, it might not be something, a time and a place that we have access to.
I just watched the Muppet Christmas Carol, so I thought of that quote. It's also maybe like the best line in the whole movie. So, aside from the music, of course.
Mm-hmm. You can make a check on the circles that you saw.
I got it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mysticism, brah.
I'm on it.
I will aid mysticism.
Tell me what the hell that was.
I get a +2 to aid, so that is
Just
an aid.
shaking Cornelius.
Tell me.
So Flex, the most religious among you, I would imagine.
He's religious, kind of like a televangelist kind of way, but whatever.
I mean, Flex strongly believes in the ideals of Ibra, just in Flex's own way.
As long as they are convenient to him.
You mean the right way? Yes.
Spoken like a true zealot.
So Flex believes this image is very similar to the icon of Triune.
Oh dear.
And this is when someone explains what the hell that means.
Well, Flex would know that Triune created the drift engines, if not the entire dimension of the drift.
But I don't know what that has to do with anything that we're currently dealing with.
And is also potentially responsible for the gap. Who's to say?
Oh.
But
God, Ava closed the gap.
like that might be true, and even if it is true, I still don't see how that says anything about our current predicament.
So if Ava's the one plugging the gap, if we get rid of the plug, does that mean the gap goes away?
Ava contains within her the entire history of Galarian that is lost to all of time.
That explains.
We gotta cut it out of her.
It's in the computer.
At least in her liver.
I love that. So good.
Let's spill her
Ghost in the
innards
machine.
and see the future or the past.
I mean, this is pure conjecture, but I guess could that mean that she really is from the past? But it's I don't really know how you logically make that leap.
Well, that does seem to make a bit of sense.
Or is some version of her in some reality really from the past? I mean, for all we know, the Greys have access to all these dimensions too, and they just picked a narrator. They just picked something that fit.
So if you put the yellow sign over the triune symbol, they kind of line up.
Really trying to force that one in there.
What's the yellow sign?
Don't look at it.
Symbol.
What did you say?
Don't look at it.
The all code.
Oh,
A little bit, yeah.
And then, so the triune sign is basically the same as John Paul Jones's, or not John Paul, John Bonham's symbol from Led Zeppelin, which is like the Irish 3-circle thing, pretty much.
so us looking at that, we wouldn't necessarily be able to rule out this yellow symbol either, or probably any number of symbols. But you're just saying based on Flex's mysticism check, we think it's triune.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
But you can't be trusted because you're also a Grey.
It was a weird vision, so you know, like your memories of it could be faulty.
Yeah.
It could have been from anywhere.
Anytime. Is there any idea of what, and would we, any of us have any idea of what the 2 stars situation might mean?
Dark stars. In character, out of character.
Both, actually.
So out of character,
Let's keep
that sounds
this-
like some Haster shit.
Yeah, let's hold off on some discussion of out of character.
Oh, okay.
knowledge.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, that's the triune.
Yeah, that's the triune symbol, pretty much. And
Isn't it that
then-
Celtic shit?
Yeah, it's Celtic. It's also John Bonham's thing. But yeah, if you compare that to the yellow sign, it's kind of like oh yeah, there's like the legit one. Yeah, I would say that looks even closer.
Yeah, no, right.
Jack just wants this to happen, so he's just going to keep saying it.
For sure.
I don't really think Peaches is gonna
How do you
take
guys
any
not
real
like
knowledge
that?
from that.
I do not want her to be an agent of the yellow.
Ridiculous. Come on.
I don't think
Think
any
about
of us
the
have any
story.
control over this anymore. We are what Alec wants us to be at this point.
Yeah, he literally took away everything we thought we had already.
Yeah.
More than once.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think Peaches is going to take much stock in this because it's not really concrete.
Yeah.
You went from her. You medically examined her. You searched her room. You saw this. She got nothing else, man.
Shit.
So in character, was there any way of us knowing about the stars? Or
Probably another myth check.
Pansy would have been so useful
That
for this
to me
shit.
sounds like physical science.
so is that, or is that more like physical? Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels very physical.
No, not physical. Physical.
Would a physical science check help us identify that?
Maybe.
Or is that the kind of thing we could research and say?
It's certainly something that could end up being like a long-term project research.
Okay.
I mean,
Next 4 days, we're in.
there's the Devourer is basically a black sign, right?
Could be.
The question is, how does this impact our current plan on
Yeah.
Absalom?
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get this far yet.
I had discussed with Ava bringing her with us, but this causes me hesitation in that regard.
I still don't want to leave her by herself.
All right, then we bring her with us. Anybody got a problem with that?
You say that with your gun out?
Yeah. With my big giant nano blade protruding out of my arm.
I prefer finger guns.
No good. All right. Are we there yet? Are we at Absalom? Or we still got like 4 more days or whatever?
Yeah. All right. On your third day, what do you
I
do?
did say that ritual took hours, so that was a day.
I mean, definitely do that long-term project though. Research, if let out of
Can
the
you
break.
access the infosphere from the drift? Because that seems like bullshit.
You have
3-hour session, and we haven't actually reached the start of book 6 yet.
I mean, this is kind of session 0, part 2 after 2 months. So sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we effectively restarted the whole game because our characters again were nothing. So
We didn't know each other and we didn't know ourselves.
yeah.
true.
This is actually perfectly fitting.
Who's double crossing themselves or dressed as each other?
To answer your question, you have the ships can copy a data set from the infosphere once they are at a station. But they
Like a
only
read
have-
only.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That would require an absurd amount of storage, but all right.
Or Magitech.
Tomato.
So you can go ahead and start your research
Level
into
up?
this.
Okay.
Yeah, your level up. You can start your research into it, trying to figure out what's going on, and we can just kind of drift through the rest of this trip through the drift.
Is she kept in the brig?
Oh, that's
still?
why they called it that.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay. She's not going to fight it.
I love how he said it though. It's like, yeah. Like you're
Obviously.
excited
Letting
about
you
it.
out of the prison.
I just need to know how she's like, feeling on the way out of this.
Hey,
That's sad.
I might be the envoy of some great divine power with questionable motives. Yeah, okay, come on, let's go watch the football game.
Yeah, we're not letting you come because we trust you. We're letting you come because we don't trust you.
Understand that.
All right. We will montage our way through the end of this trip then, if no one has anything else.
Did anybody want to actually do any other actual downtime activities? Specifically Bird Boy.
I just think more of a training montage is required for Flex, and it will just basically be this song on repeat for 4 days.
Perfect. All right.
Fucking Bonnie Tyler.
So
Gonna be a montage.
on the final night of your journey, the camera will drift through the ship, aim briefly on each member of the crew. There's an obvious tension on all of their faces, excepting, of course, Flex. From the first moments aboard the Chimera, each has been striving toward their own goal. A missing brother, flight from danger, fame, riches. As the truth slowly unwound itself, these goals seemed to move further and further from their grasp. A terrible and unexpected series of events has removed all ties to the lives the clones knew to be true. For Rix and Cornelius, this means a freedom from imagined tragedy. For Peaches, it's the loss of her best friend, a beloved brother who couldn't help but get mixed up with the wrong crowd. And Kuvina, well, she's certainly found the fame she wanted, though not in the way she expected. Moving at last to Ava, the audience sees her covered in sweat in the small bed afforded guests of the brig. She mutters something in Auran and tosses violently. The camera draws closer, moving through her, through the bulkhead, and out onto a claustrophobic street in a ruined city. Above, a moon shines with a pale, sickly light through a break in the clouds. Everything about this place feels wrong. Lightning flashes, and innumerable green reptilian creatures can be seen in the alleyways. It flashes again, and a monstrosity with far too many mouths rushes at Ava from the sky. Ça suffit, she screams in French, waking from the nightmare with a start. She looks around the brig and sits up, slowly drawing her arms around her knees. The camera pulls away, back through the door, fading out as it does. You all wake up the next morning.
Did we all have the same dream?
No.
Was that Ava's dream?
That was Ava's dream.
My
What?
gosh.
What'd you say, babe?
That was Ava's dream.
Oh, Lord.
Get
So
your
we
own
don't even know
dreams.
what
She had some sort of dream about sassafras.
Oh my gosh, guys.
My French is garbage. I don't know what that was. I can only French while drunk.
It is That's Enough.
Oh.
All right. So grab you guys here.
You only fought 3 Shogoths. Why they gotta bother her magic?
So you exit the drift a good distance from the station, and you see the ever-present array of ships known as the Armada encircling. And you move closer, and you are contacted by Absalom Traffic Control. And they say, incoming vessel, designation. What is your business here at the station?
Oh shit.
Did we get our appointment?
We did get the code from what's her face.
Yeah, we got our confirmation email back.
That's a good question. With all of our bullshit, I forgot about your email.
Again, this is way too real.
Yeah. You do get a message, and the message reads, it is from the office of Counselor Aram, and it says, the counselor would be delighted to meet with the suzerain on her journey to the station, and provides you with details to meet with them. And would they send an authorization code? No, because you would have your own.
Yeah, I mean, the designation would be like our ship, right?
Yeah.
And then we would just say what we're there for.
Mm-hmm.
Code from Effecta.
I mean, it's Absalom Station, right? You could just be there because you feel like going.
I don't feel like the security would be too particular at Absalom.
I think you probably just got to tell him.
What are you here for? Hookers and blow. Okay, thank you.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite songs.
Prostitutes and dust.
Do you provide them with the code that Effecta and Vorson gave you?
I have another code.
That is true. We are all, we don't really have a.
Why do
Otherwise, we just say we're terrorists.
I mean, you are in a ship that is known to belong to terrorists. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a pretty key point.
We
Yeah,
painted it.
You what?
We painted it.
Yeah, we wrote new
that's not
shit
how
right on the
ships
side.
work.
I wrote, not the ship you think it is.
I know
It's like
you watched that
Mandalorian
episode
with, like-
of Expanse where they had to change the transponder.
Well, I was saying there's the whole transponder thing on that Mandalorian episode where it's like, hey, your transponder's not on. Oops, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let me fix that.
It's yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, that's up to you, Captain.
Yeah, we'll give them that stupid code from those stupid people.
I don't know. The liquors and horrors sound like the best option.
Pirate ship showing up for liquor.
Yep. It sounds very believable. Hey, is this a pirate ship? Yep. What are you here for?
Yeah, that's what
Liquor and horrors. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
You seen this guy here? He's a famous ass pirate.
Sounds very plausible.
And I'm a princess.
Great.
Pirate princess.
That
Princess
sounds.
of Genovia.
I don't know. Knowing Absalom, they're just down for the cash anyway. So maybe you can
Yeah,
down
right.
with it.
Here's $40.
Yeah. Hey, I got a lot of
Tell me
money.
where the
and I'm
best fucking hookers and blow are.
So they accept the code and direct you to a docking bay. That is where is it? They give you the coordinates to find the docking bay, and you can maneuver your way in through all of the ships going about their business.
Can I try to like hack into their security communications to see if they're saying anything about us?
Damn, that's
Like-
fast.
Like talking about how this is a ship when once they get off, ambush them or whatever.
Yeah. Blast them.
You can try.
I mean, I think we might be at the point
Computers.
where we have enough stars in GTA where they just blow us up.
But they want to arrest us.
Yeah, those dummies.
Ooh. Rolled a 3.
Rolled a 3 and got a
Use the
27.
computer bonus from the ship, right? What kind of CPUs that shit got?
I mean, Betty's helping her out, so. But you do have your computer idle if you want to use it. If you think that's not good enough.
Doesn't she
I don't think that's
get
good
to
enough.
know with the idol? Doesn't it tell her?
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's good enough.
Yeah.
If you want to leave no trace.
You rolled like as low as possible. So
That'll do.
God damn.
No, they don't seem to be talking about you. There's a lot of activity going on, so.
Is there any important
you're
information?
not even the
on it?
only terror ship
Right.
docking right now.
There's so many
And-
fucking terrorists here. They got other problems.
I mean, you sent them a very high, a code with a very high authorization level, so.
I am a princess.
Yeah.
The desk jockey ain't bothering us.
You're doing great.
Do I hear any other communications that I think might be important for us as a group?
There's like literally 5,000 communiques going on right now just here in the docking bay.
I mean, but Betty can filter them for keywords.
Good, it would take a while.
I'll just say that like I deal with information, let's call it. It's not as simple or especially as fast as you might think.
Yeah, but we're talking about the year whatever in an alternate reality on
True.
a spaceship with a AI.
Again, just that it's an AI, that doesn't hardly work that way.
Stop applying like real world science to space adventures with fucking
Space
aliens.
magic.
Yeah.
We got that.
Flex is a group of bugs.
Yeah. Flex is this form of bugs.
Exactly. So when
Powered
you
by the Force.
when you write this AI, like how does it even acknowledge Flex's existence in going through this stuff? Like how, why?
I don't think Betty considers things like that.
AIs are only as good as the people who program them.
Well, she was programmed by me, Peaches. So
Damn.
she's the best AI there is.
Well, I mean, there's a literal AI god, and the whole planet populated by AI.
And I made it.
Shh.
Okay.
Anyway,
Who can say?
Let's see if we're finally high enough level to not get ambushed in the
docking bay.
in the docking bay.
Aaron, this is the part where some guys come up and be like, "Give me all your fucking Cheetos."
Yeah, do those like CR2 like grunts just know like when a badass walks through, so they're not just
Probably.
instantly murdered?
It's because you have that, very aesthetically interesting armor on. That's not
Yeah,
just like the
right.
plain gray shit.
Oh, those guys look rich.
Right.
I mean, well, yeah, it is like, there's 5,000 categories of armor and weapon that are in, Starfinder. So you probably can pretty visually tell, like, oh shit, that guy's got a shitload of money and a shitload of stuff to kill me with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Eber will protect us as long as we have true celestial bodies.
well, I don't know if ours are considered true anymore.
No, he said Flex said they are because it would be inconvenient otherwise. I talked about this.
That's true.
Just call it out.
So you can make your way to the docking bay easily. You land the ship. Is Ava piloting, or are you still piloting, Rix?
I would be piloting.
Okay.
I ain't giving her control of the ship. Shit, that's crazy.
For sure, yeah.
So, having landed the ship now, what is your plan for disembarking?
That's a weird question.
Well,
I mean,
a terrorist rolls into
typically-
the train station.
I would like.
We send
got-
Ava out and leave.
kick her down the ramp.
That's great.
And then wait.
Figure out the rap. Does anything happen?
They got facial recognition technology because when I look at cameras, they seem pretty basic. So I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I think
mean,
Flex is just
it
gonna go
certainly
for it.
exists. Would they have it here? Shrug.
Yeah, because it's like, again, talk about a whole lot of data.
When exactly are we supposed to meet with what's his name?
El Presidente.
Did we plan any of this at all?
Nah, man, fuck no.
So let's just roll in there and be like, we have an appointment.
Well, we actually do have an appointment.
So exactly, let's just walk in, say we have an appointment, and go in.
Well, we have to find
Are
there
you trying
first.
to wing the plan that we purposely didn't wing?
Look, we're gonna disregard it at first contact. So I just want to skip the step for efficiency's sake.
Like, I think for once this group came to a reasonable plan. And we're already trying to sabotage our own plan before we even get in there.
That sounds perfect.
Point of order. Kevin is trying.
Yeah. Amber is asking for when our appointment is.
Kevin fashion.
We're gonna spend an hour debating the best plan and immediately disregard it. So I'm just getting right to that point.
Aram was very busy. Obviously, he's doing a lot of work campaigning, but he did agree. Sorry, he didn't agree. He did let you, or I should say, your staff know that he was going to shuffle some things around and set up a meeting with you first thing tomorrow.
So benevolent.
So we could try to do some recon.
Yeah.
Can we just like fast travel to that time and date?
Yeah. We're not gonna, but we could.
Like
We'll
we can
meet-
just. Why don't we
We'll
just
meet
leave?
you there.
We just leave and come back. Like we get back on the ship, we fly away for a day and come back, and then we're there. That's how that works, right?
I'm gonna go buy my pineal gland
Okay.
and have
Yeah, I need to get a better
Cornelius, whoever
pistol.
shove it in my body.
How much do we need to hide ourselves? I mean, from Peach's standpoint, she actually does look quite different from probably whatever is on film because her armor is completely different at this point.
It's true.
You
So
could
she's-
always buy a serum of sex change too.
Oh,
No, thank you.
I mean, in my mind, Rick's never took off his helmet, but they apparently know I look like this dude, so I don't know how that all works out.
Yeah, that's true.
Plot reasons.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's
Yeah, but Peaches doesn't look the same as she did in whatever video they have.
So my answer to that is as much of a disguise as you think is prudent.
yeah. Flex is not a criminal, so Flex is fine.
So if you think you need to make a disguise check, then roll one.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I almost certainly do.
Yeah.
I assume you're just putting on a different disguise every day.
Yeah,
even
that's
from your own crew
pretty
members.
that's pretty fair.
I think that,
It's the captain again.
I think that Peaches doesn't think she'll be recognized because, for one, she's a size category smaller now, and her armor looks different, and she's not going to be out of the armor. But she's also probably going to try to disguise a little bit. Like, I don't know how you would really do that in powered armor.
Normally, this is where Ava would stealth instead of disguise, but she doesn't want to stealth away from the party members in this situation.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I could stealth, couldn't I?
Unless someone wants to stealth with her.
No, I can't stealth that
because my stealth check rolling a 0 is better than my disguise check rolling a 20.
Let's see. I think that's true for me also.
So I'm pretty sure that would be the better route to go as a party.
Of course, I'm also
is to be
pretty
less
good at the whole bluffing thing too. So
I am the attorney general or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. Their role is.
I don't look anything like that stupid fucking Republican piece of shit.
As
I mean,
you
Rick's probably a Republican.
getting all of your disguises ready, Betty
Don't
forwards a
force
message
it.
to you, Rix, that says that Borson and Effecta have sent you coordinates for a meeting place.
Who did that go to?
Well, it went to you, but since
Betty.
you're ignoring Betty, it went to Rick.
Well, I'm not ignoring all of Betty. I'm just forwarding the Ava communication.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you had a filter set up.
Then it
Yeah.
went to you, Peaches. Sorry.
Oh, just the worst kind of person.
They want to meet us here on Absalom.
Yeah, that's what they told you in the message they sent you before you left.
I thought they were going somewhere else.
No, they're going here to talk to the Director General, and they said
Yeah.
that they would let you know where to meet them.
So we can
Oh,
get
okay.
ice creams. That's
So-
why we came here for ice creams, right?
Yes.
So when did they want to meet us? Before or after our meeting with what's his name? Aaron.
She just provided you the message and said, when you get settled or whenever you're ready, like they'll be at the meeting place.
We are NPCs. We will be here.
Let's go to them first.
Yeah. So that way, if they want to double cross us, we can get it over with.
You can just murder them.
Yeah.
But Vorson is our
Level
friend.
up before our big important.
Vorson's a friend.
Peaches just puts on a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Flex is gonna disguise himself as a doctor.
Okay.
Oh God.
So the coordinates they gave you are for. Jesus Christ.
So Cornelius used the theorem. Is that what I'm seeing?
It looks like it.
Like there's a pint of ice cream in it too. It killed me.
That's too good.
That's just all of this is just a brilliant chain. Oh man.
Oh Lord.
I mean, when I think of the head of Almost Chicken,
Certainly.
Yeah, I wish that had been a
I-
bucket of almost
I-
chicken.
Definitely think of this guy. So I think maybe that's what Cornelius was going for.
Okay.
Man, we really got to get the Discord on the
Yeah.
on the Twitch.
Jesus.
Man.
Whew. Okay. So Effecta's message said they were going to be at an address in the Ring neighborhood of Drifter's End. And so you can head out that direction. Do you want to do your shopping before you go there?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do your shopping. And then you can.
Is Ava in her armor? Did you guys let her in that and her gear and stuff? Like,
Oh yeah,
Fuck,
you have
I
your armor and
guess.
all that stuff.
just because it does affect things. So
You're so weak without it.
Mhm.
actually, she's probably the best without it.
Oh, okay.
but
Then you
yes.
don't need it. Okay, got it.
No, I do need it. My
Oh,
AC would
okay.
be very low.
So you're weak without it. All right. Pick one.
Yeah, she's weak. She's just weak in general.
All's failed.
Willed
Borrow
for
Flex's
sure.
Mankini.
So from your location, you where were you? Oh, you're shopping. So you look up the location, Drifter's End, and you find that you can easily take a tram there. So you make your way to the station, and as you are heading to the station and boarding the tram, why don't you give me perception checks?
Oh, that's a great sign.
Hey, it's my old token.
Love it.
Oh yeah, I didn't adjust this. Let me
Okay,
replace this.
where's that button?
Boop. I need Ava and Cornelius.
And Flex.
Yeah, there we go.
Fleshy bird's there.
Flashy Bird is there. I mean, you don't have to bring him. You can leave him.
Of course not.
I took 10 on that perception check. For a
Sick.
10.
It's great.
So, Peaches and Cornelius, Flex, Ava. Yep. The majority of you notice that there is only one other passenger boarding the tram at this moment.
And it's a giant robot.
It is not a giant robot. It is a Sarkeesian woman wearing
Oh.
very flexible looking armor.
Can you get bigger?
Sure will. Just
Sarkeesian.
Ooh, Parcheesi.
she looks like this, or let me just make the token bigger so you can see it.
Jesus, was she like 18 feet tall then?
Yeah,
Look
so
at the
she's
yams
like
on that
8
one.
to 10 feet tall.
Hmm.
And she takes her place. You guys
Rix
can,
would definitely notice if that lady came on the tram. You know what I'm saying?
you can kind of
Thumbs.
arrange yourselves in whatever position you'd be standing on the tram.
I feel like I don't have control, Rick. Rick, you move my token. I don't know where you want me.
I don't have control of your token.
Yeah.
Then you tell me where you
We're
want me.
just standing right here next to each other.
Okay.
Immediately flanks her.
Right.
I wasn't trying to flank her.
You just
Everyone
wanted
flanks
to
her.
make
You
out
know.
for a little bit.
Like, where
Everyone
would you want to be at? Hey, pretty lady, what's going on?
So,
Little man.
what is she doing? Why did we need a perception check to see her?
I don't know. It's a really dumb perception check because she's literally the only person getting on the tram.
She's like
And
9 feet tall.
I don't understand why they would have a DC 32 perception check to notice
knew
this
it.
woman.
I knew you were going to say a stupid number, too.
How in the world are
Yeah.
you not going to
Like,
notice a fucking
The
giant walking
size
into a
of
small
this
space?
tram, and she's the only other person on it, and you need a check that's that high?
Amateur
Cornelius
hour
didn't see her.
for the riders.
And we should all be like heightened because we're terrorists.
Right,
so yeah, like I
exactly.
feel like everyone should get that.
She has
Even
no
if you're being
cover or
stared.
concealment.
Right.
So, like, it's not like she's snuck on.
Yeah.
And in real life, every time a door opens, everyone immediately looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So how the fuck are you not going to notice
I
that
don't
fucking
have
man
any
giant?
idea. I don't even remember who wrote this one.
You should just cut that out.
Yeah, that was fucking retarded.
Landon Winkler.
Language.
Sorry.
That's not a name I'm familiar with.
Landon? Yeah, it's a terrible name.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as the author.
They sound like terrible people.
All right. So you guys are hanging out, chatting. She's busy. Watching
What class does she appear to be?
a flexible one.
I rolled a 40. I feel like I should
Can I
know
just
what
see
to
your
eat for
stab
the last
block?
3 days.
No. She's busy looking at space TikTok.
She eating almost chicken.
She might have a bite or two. Yeah.
Does she look like she'd be interested in a space doctor?
Maybe. I mean, she is. Oh no, wait. I'm thinking of Berthani, not Sarkeesian. She might be. Who knows?
Racist.
I can change my shape to be as tall as her, so we can look at each other in the eyes. It's more romantic
But
that
you
way.
lose your muscles. You're trading muscle for bone.
No, he just hollows himself out.
Yeah, there's just less on the inside. There's more room for my special bird friend.
Okay.
Also, Jack, phrasing. Trading muscle for bone.
So your tram sets out from the station.
Giggity giggity.
And extremely unexpectedly, less than a minute after it leaves, it comes to a slow stop within a dark stretch of tunnel. And this woman drops her comm unit and looks at you and smirks. And we'll see you next week.
What's wrong with this train?
First encounter.
Oh no.
We're going to go ahead and call things here, I think.
Boo.
Boo, shut up. You're the one that goes to bed early.
Yeah, you're right. I was literally thinking this for like the past 45 minutes. I was like, oh, damn, what are we doing?
It's been dark for hours.
So, Amber, how's that trip on Monday going?
Yeah, I won't know. I'm not gonna know until then.
Until Monday.
I mean, currently I won't be here.
Oh, I'm on a plane. Fuck.
Yeah. Currently I'm flying to Michigan, but I don't know. That could
Don't worry.
change.
If
It's
we're
possible
really
that
lucky,
will change.
COVID will kill millions in the meantime, and you'll stay home.
Well,
That's
I know we flirted with opening up Friday or weekend. Are any of those days available to anyone?
intently looks at Nathan.
not this not this weekend. Are you joining us on Sunday morning, Jim?
Yes, sorry. I was just as sick as Amber was, and I
No worries.
completely for mine.
Sounds like you guys got that Rona.
My Rona test was negative.
That was mine.
And
You guys got tested?
I've been tested 3 times now.
That's
I've had 3 tests.
do, Kevin.
I've only had one. I still don't have the results.
General policy in life, as long as
Because
you
like
don't get
80
tested, you
billion
don't
people
have
just
it.
got tested.
Yeah. But I got
Well,
tested
I-
the same, literal same time as Amber, and I didn't get my results.
Oh.
I could do this Friday if we
2 days?
finish by 9.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
that
let's do it.
works for
let's do it on
other
Friday.
people.
Yeah, that don't bother me. I'm not hunting this weekend anyway, so
Yeah, I should be
Jack?
fine.
Friday, I should be good.
Well,
That should be okay, yeah.
we'll pencil that in and see if it changes.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just thinking.
5 or 6 start.
What?
Preferred. I said we'd be do a 5 or 6 start time.
Probably 6. I don't think I could do 5.
Okay, that works. Just want to make sure I'm ready.
5 is usually tight for me. Like, I don't think I got home before 5 today, so.
I'm going to pause this conversation for 1 second. Hey, everyone that's watching on the stream, thank you guys for hanging out. We are going to go ahead and stop the stream for tonight, but as you heard, we'll be back at Friday, probably 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. So thank you again for watching, and catch us then.
Hit up our social media.